Welcome, hockey fans, to the ultimate goalie showdown. While we wait, let's look back. Welcome, hockey fans, to the ultimate goalie showdown. While we wait, let's look back on everyone who scored on Lack.
Watch the rubber fly. Fastest hands in the business, a flash of leather and steel. Making saves so wicked, they don't seem real. From the blue line screaming, a puck comes like a shot. They'll stop them all, 'cause let's be honest, Lack cannot. He can't light the lamp, so he's a wall of fire instead. For the silent battles raging in your head.
And we're live.
The ultimate goalie showdown.
And welcome to the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. And we're certainly thrilled to be here at the Ogden ice sheet as we're going to have a ton of fun here this evening. I'm Tyson Whiting. I've been the play-by-play announcer for the ECHL's Utah Grizzlies for the past 7 seasons, and I'll be back on board for season number 8 for the upcoming 2025-26 season. We certainly had a ton of fun here all day here at the ice sheet. And, you know, when they say the hockey brings people together, and for many, hockey's really more than just a game. It's a family, and really an event like this kind of shows you just how small the hockey community is. I've already ran into quite a few people, including former Grizzlies head coach Tim Branham and former Utah Grizzlies players and players that have played in the ECHL, even an NHL player in Jack Skilly, who's going to be playing for the Jackrabbits tonight. Everybody is lined up at their respective blue lines. CJ Stevens, who's been a big influencer here in hockey in the state of Utah. And overall, we're just going to have a fun night here. This pretty much is a kickoff to the upcoming 2025-26 season, if you will.
We're going to start off with the Ice Kings for the first game on the left in blue, and the Jackrabbits are on the right in the red. Just stop and think about that.
And we got the team in green, the Yeti. They're here as well, and they will be playing. I see current Grizzlies player Dylan Fitz wearing number 14 for the team in green. Can't miss him with the mustache. He's about 6'2", or at least pretty tall. He's been a force for the Grizzlies. And former Grizzly Mason Manick is also out there. He was with the Grizzlies during their division championship club back in the 2021-22 season. He's been somebody that's been a big presence here in terms of local hockey. On the bench to the ice of the right of the screen is former Anaheim Ducks draft pick Garrett Metcalf. He is in street close. He'll be coaching one of the teams. Now we'll pause for our national anthem. Moment of silence. And now we'll have a national anthem. There's O Canada. Now we'll have Star Spangled Banner. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem here. As the Ice Kings wearing the blue jerseys will take on the Jackrabbits wearing the red jerseys. A few standouts among the team in red, the Jackrabbits. Diamond Hands is here, Daniel Amesbury, who played with the Kansas City Mavericks. He racked up quite a few penalty minutes, and he became a fan favorite instantly in Kansas City. He's talking with Grizzlies forward Dylan Fitz, and also over there is number 17, Neil Shea, who led the Utah Grizzlies in goals last season. His brother Pat Shea is captain of the Ice Kings. Neil Shea is signed on once again for the upcoming 2025-26 season with the Colorado Eagles. Jack Skilly, former NHLer, top 10 NHL draft picks, also on the team in red. He'll be wearing number 4 this evening. He is signed on as an assistant coach with the Utah Grizzlies the upcoming season. Cole Chapman next to me is, looks like they're going to sell, auction, or give away a couple of these Utah Hockey Club jerseys that were worn last season. The hockey club has been renamed as the Utah Mammoth for the upcoming 2025-26 season. And it's interesting over the last couple of years to really see the growth of hockey here in the state of Utah. There's no doubt that this is by far the fastest growing sport. Hey, Grisby's in attendance here as he enters. Grisby wearing number 95, and the reason why Grisby's wearing number 95 is 1995 is the year that the Grizzlies moved from Denver. They were the Denver Grizzlies for one season where they won a championship. They won a Turner Cup in the old IHL, and then they moved to the Salt Lake Valley, and the reason they moved to Utah in the summer of 1995 is the Colorado Avalanche showed up in Denver. And because of that, the Grizzlies moved from Denver to Utah. And Utah was in need of a pro hockey team as the Salt Lake Golden Eagles in the IHL were sold and moved to Detroit, and they became the Detroit Vipers. And the Grizzlies have been here ever since. 30 years of professional hockey here in the Salt Lake Valley with the Grizzlies, and the Salt Lake Golden Eagles won a couple of IHL championships. It was fun this past season. I think it was early February when Theo Fleury made an appearance in the Salt Lake Valley, stopped by, saw some Mustangs games. He went over and saw the Utah NHL game. I think he also stopped and saw a Grizzlies game as well, and so he saw just about everybody. Obviously, Theo Fleury arguably could say was the best player for the Calgary Flames back in the 1990s.
Oh, yeah.
He was hanging out with the puck drop quite a bit during that stretch. It was fun to see Theo Fleury, and it's kind of a little bit surprising when you see him knowing that he really isn't that big. He went about 5'5", 5'6", but he was as tough as they come.
Oh, you'd think it was a wall. The way he was stopping pucks.
Yeah, he was
And
blocking
shooting,
shots,
right?
doing everything. He did just about all for the Calgary Flames. I do recognize there's 4 officials. I do recognize 2 of them. I think Andy Van Wagener is here, and I think Craig Peterson is one of the officials as well. So I do notice 2 of the 4 officials. McPhee's also here, as well as 4. Cole Chapman yells Grisby's name as he waves his hands up center ice. I thought Grisby was in hibernation for the summer, getting ready for the hockey season, but it looks like Grisby is woken up after a couple-month nap.
Almost took a little bit of a spill.
Well, Grisby's done that a time or two. There was actually a game a couple of years ago when he came out to the ice, and nearby they were shooting flames into the sky, and he accidentally burned his flag that he was waving with the flames that were shooting out. It was one of the crazier moments in the history of Grisby. And then the next night he came out and he stumbled and fell down. Grisby's good for a couple laughs every night. It'll be interesting to see if the Utah Mammoth decide to go with a different mascot. They've been just using Jazz Bear, and Jazz Bear, obviously the Utah Jazz mascot, has been around for over 30 years, and he turned into a hockey mascot, pretty much just turning into put on a hockey sweater, and Jazz Bear became Hockey Bear. So it'll be interesting to see if they come up with a Mammoth-type mascot that they might unveil at some point next season. Everybody's lingering on the ice. Everybody just getting together. It's been a fun summer as the off-season kind of feels like it's been way too long. But we're certainly thrilled to be here. And obviously this great thing, the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. There was an event in Arizona earlier this summer. And, it's a great way for everybody to get together. Obviously, we talk about the hockey community being a very small community. It seems like everybody, one way or another, knows each other through community, inclusivity, and shared passion. Hockey obviously connects people, and they've connected everybody that's here at the ice sheet. And obviously hockey connects across backgrounds, supports mental health, and builds lifelong bonds both on and off the ice. So it's interesting. You're around the game for so long, and then there's somebody that you don't see for a while, and then all of a sudden, you run into them, and it's just like you never left. You have somebody you haven't seen for 4 years, then you run into them, and the conversation just keeps going on. And well, with all the connections, there's about 10 fun things to talk about over the stretch of 20 minutes. Everybody just kind of skating around and having a good time. Crowd's filing in here. It looks like we got a pretty good crowd. We're a week away from the Ogden Mustangs starting up their preseason schedule here at the ice sheet. And obviously that division that the Mustangs have been in have been very competitive over the last few years with them. The Utah Outliers, the Idaho Falls Spud Kings, a few other teams. That's been a very strong division. Cole Chapman is talking on the PA to the crowd. Ice Kings are captained by Swaggy P. Swaggy P out on the ice. He played in the ECHL with Trenton, Ontario, and Wheeling, and he also had a cup of coffee in the American Hockey League. He's also co-captained by Pat Shea, who played professional hockey for a while as well. And they're going to be captaining the team in blue, and the team in red is going to be captained on the bench. The coach of the Jackrabbits in red is Morgan Feeney. Even looks like Trevor Lewis is in the building as well. And Trevor Lewis is captaining the red team. Trevor waves to the crowd here. So the team in red's pretty stacked. You got Jay Stevens as one of the goaltenders, although it looks like we got multiple goaltenders. Garrett Metcalf talking to one of the officials. He played with the Grizzlies for a couple of years. He was actually a draft pick, I think, in the 5th round by the Anaheim Ducks. And he was drafted by the Ducks. They had pretty much a parade. You know, they had a big party at Maverick Center and a big get-together. And Garrett Metcalf had a good run with the Grizzlies for a couple seasons, had to retire due to an injury. So he right now is doing a little bit of coaching. I know last year Garrett Metcalf was an assistant coach at Long Island University.
Oh, wow.
One of the universities that he played in. He also played at Mercyhurst. And so it looks like Garrett Metcalf has turned from player to coach. That transition seems to be going pretty well. In fact, his last year with the Grizzlies, after he suffered the injury, he was acting as an assistant coach with the Grizzlies, already getting a head start on his coaching career. So Garrett Metcalf will be on the bench for the team in red. And I think we're going to have a great game in store with the team in blue and the team in red as everybody continuing to get warmed up, ready to go. This is pretty much a great kickoff event to the upcoming 2025-26 season. We want to thank the Puck Drop for hosting tonight's event. And you know, that's been fun to listen to over the last year or so. And you know, I tune into the Puck Drop just about every episode.
I'm highlighting on the screen Gooby.
There's Gooby.
If you're not familiar with Gooby, you've got to look up Gooby. He does some amazing artwork on skates.
I saw some of the artwork a few minutes ago, and it's amazing to think that these skates are painted, considering the fact that it looks absolutely flawless. What Gooby does is unbelievable. Yeah, it looks like it comes straight out of the factory. And yet he paints every single one of them. It's remarkable.
The goalie set.
Trevor Lewis is on the team in red bench. He waves to the crowd. Trevor Lewis, a longtime NHLer, and for quite a while it seemed like he was the one keeping the flame of the NHL in Utah. In fact, they had some training camp games. In fact, some preseason games the LA Kings had over at Delta Center, and Trevor Lewis was certainly a main attraction. Grisby drops the puck, and we got a fight right up the bat. As Destin looks like he is fighting Jack Skilly. Skilly grabs Destin by the jersey, and Skilly looks to throw a punch. He throws Destin towards the glass. Skilly's got a bit of a size advantage. He drags the jersey of Destin. And the linesman, Craig Peterson, breaks it up right off the bat. We got a line brawl. Looks like Cole Bagley.
Oh, I didn't even see that one going on.
I think Austin Pacer. Well, it wasn't Pacer, it's Michael Wolf. Wolfie, everybody calls him. So we get a yard sale right off the bat. No doubt the crowd is fired up. Everybody picks up their equipment And now the Grizzlies off the ice. Looks like we'll now be set to go. 15 minutes are put on the scoreboard clock. Craig Peterson, the linesman's going to drop the puck. Neil Shea's going to take the draw for the team in red. And for the team in blue, the Ice Kings, it's going to be Pat Shea. So the two Shea brothers at center ice. Neil Shea, about as fast a skater as I've seen in my 7 years of the Grizzlies. He's got Colorado Avalanche hockey pants on, and Pat Shea wins the faceoff. We're underway. The team in blue skating from left to right as we see it from high atop section 202. As the puck ends up at neutral ice, long range pass misconnects. Skelly moves ahead towards Neil Shea. Shea throws it back into the red team zone. That's the Jackrabbits. Puck goes back towards Skilly, an outstanding skater, former NHLer. He right wings the pass towards the blue team's line. Now goes back towards the middle of the ice. Good stick check from Pat Shea. He'll nudge it ahead. The team in blue's got a breakaway skating in, looking for the trick shot. Is Swaggy P. Couldn't quite connect on it. As Shea make that Swaggy P. He'll fire a shot. It's sticked away. Now skating up ice is Jack Skilly. Stops. They'll feather one towards the team in red's bench. Pass is picked off. Pat Shea. He's got a camera on his helmet. He fires lefty shot that goes just wide. Puck back towards the right corner. It's taken by the team in red. Jack Skilly. They'll bounce one towards the team in red's bench. Skilly comes off the ice. So is Neil Shea for a line change. Team in red comes back deep into the Ice Kings zone. As puck ends up towards the corner. Versevich, number 18, has a glance off his stick. Puck goes back towards center ice. Swaggy P's got the puck, enters the zone from the right wing. He dangles back and forth, skates towards a high slot, keeps his balance. Now he falls down towards the blue line. A fan yells, the blue line got him. Now the puck is picked off.
That's a bumpy blue line.
Yeah, the blue line can be very tricky. You got to watch out for the blue line. Kevin Norwood, number 5, skating on the ice towards the far corner. He gets the puck at the far goal line, centers it out in front. It's sticked away by one of the team in blue goaltenders. It's either Jennifer Schenk or Melissa Mosper. Puck ends up in the Jackrabbits line towards the left corner. Puck around the net. It's Dusty Campbell, number 15. He'll drop it off. Now it goes back off the near boards. Campbell gets it back. They'll move it across. Nate Hatcher skates toward the left circle. Looks to center it out. And that one glances off the stick of Reese Bynum. Now the puck goes back up top. Campbell moves it across. Left wing, lefty shot. Save. There's a stick save by one of the goaltenders in red. Looks like the team in red actually is supplying 3 different goaltenders. Puck towards the right side, dangling back and forth. Righty shot. That one's blocked away. That last shot was taken by Dusty Campbell, number 15. Puck goes back to neutral ice. As the team in red flies down the ice, back towards Zach Larilla. He'll fire a shot that's blocked away. Puck back towards center ice. Still no score. We're 3 minutes in, just getting underway. As we're having a good time here with the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. Puck goes back towards the right corner. Now up top. Reese Bynum, number 17, loses the puck as it's advanced to neutral ice by the Jackrabbits. Ryan Beckman, number 7, skates towards the near corner. He's a strong influencer in the hockey community. He centers it out in front, looking for Austin Facer, and the puck goes wide. As the team in blue re-enters the zone, skates towards the left corner. Centering pass, glance off a skate towards the right side. As puck towards the right corner, ricocheting off the wall. Nate Hatcher, number 7 in blue, gets the puck. He'll throw it behind his back towards the right circle. As towards the right side, lefty shot. And a glove save. It glanced off the glove. As puck ends up back behind the Jackrabbits net. Centering pass, lefty shot. Save. And the play continues. We're 4 minutes in. Still no score. Boy, the team in red, the goaltenders, made some outstanding saves early on.
Yeah, I going into this, I thought the red team was the stack team. I'm surprised at the momentum that the blue team's got, that the Ice Kings have.
The team in blue is certainly holding strong. Now long-range pass connects. And a shot. And it bounces off the glove. I got to think some team's going to use that as a specialty jersey, the uniform that he's wearing with the vest and the cutoff jeans. Or maybe it's not cutoff jeans, it's ripped jeans.
That's ripped jeans. I think that's his daily.
That's certainly a good look. That's going to be a look that we're going to see as a special jersey. Centering pass goes just wide as it was fanned by Xander Ford, number 16 in blue. Puck goes towards the left side, backhand shot, save. Rebound shot goes just wide as both shots were fired away. Well, it seems like the team in blue, as you mentioned, they've really come out strong as we've got less than 10 minutes left and there's still no score. Bouncing puck towards the center of the ice. And we got a breakaway. Gooby's got it. He skates down the middle, pick a lefty shot, misses just wide as he missed the net stick side. Puck comes back the other way. Flying across center ice. Skating into the zone is Sean Haggard, number 9. He's got good speed. Skates to the left side. Drops it off. As Melissa Watkins, number 19, fires towards the net. It misses. As long range pass that connects. Jack Skilly's got a breakaway down the middle. Righty shot. What save!
So, reflecting on Gooby, he actually scored the last Ultimate Goalie Showdown.
And Gooby had a good chance there. Maybe he'll find a way to get to the back of the net at some point in this game.
Well, it's a major point of pride for me. We were talking about it earlier today. Shane Doan of NHL fame passed in the puck, and he scored off of it. So,
getting him back.
And we scored!
Jack Skilly gets the Jackrabbits on the board. He's a top 10 NHL draft pick. He won a national championship at Wisconsin back in 2006, I believe. And the current Utah Grizzlies assistant coach and skills coach finds the back of the net as the Jackrabbits take a 1-0 lead. Skilly played with a bunch of different NHL teams. In fact, he played a handful of games for the 2009-2010 Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks.
oh, wow.
So I believe he's got a Stanley Cup ring. Swaggy P's got the puck. He makes a nice move, skates into the zone, skates down the middle like a bolt of lightning lefty shot, and it's sticked away as it ricochets off the protective netting, but we continue to play on. Jack Skilly scores as the Jackrabbits have a 1-0 lead. Neil Shea, like a bolt of lightning, enters from the left side. He'll fire one across. It ricochets off the far boards. Kevin Norwood, number 5, gathers it. Now back to Shea, right side. He centers it out to Skilly, one-timer, and he fans on it a little bit. Boy, Skilly to Shea, I got to imagine they're going to combine for a goal at some point tonight. Puck goes back towards the left point as Frame has it. They'll skeet towards the right side. Sharp-angled shots blocked away. And the puck goes back towards neutral ice. Where it looked like Anders Johnson, number 10, wanted it. He's a big defenseman. He skates down the right wing. As Swaggy P has the puck, he'll skate towards the right circle. Stops, fakes it to Johnson. Skates around the red team's net towards the far side. Swaggy P's now in the high slot. Makes a nice move cutting across Skilly and Shea. Swaggy P looks to center it. Righty shot. And they didn't get much on it. Red team makes a save. Skilly towards neutral ice. Drops it off. As Norwood runs it down, Kevin's his first name, skates towards the left circle, righty shot, and that one's blocked away. Norwood gets it back, drops it off, but the team in blue comes up with it as it hit the protective netting. Norwood conceded the puck. Swaggy P has it bounce over his stick. He chases after along the near goal line. Swaggy P gets it, tries to get it to Johnson, bounced off of his stick. Now Brusco takes a shot. Now actually that's Cole Bagley, number 14 from KSL Sports. As Skilly tried to find a cutter out in front. And that one's blocked away. Anders Johnson. They'll skate down the right side. Makes a nice move. Backhand shot. Kick save with the left pad.
Great save.
Anders Johnson, for a guy that goes about 6'5" and 225, maybe 230 pounds. He's a good skater. Puck back towards the blue team's line. Johnson gets it. He played a couple games with the Utah Grizzlies. He does have his banner hanging here at the ice sheet. One among the Mustangs greats. Swaggy P has the puck, skates down the middle. Camera on the top of his helmet. He takes a righty shot or a lefty shot and it kicks off the right pad. Now puck goes bouncing across towards the end boards. About 6 minutes left in the first period. Jackrabbits lead the Ice Kings 1-0. Jackrabbits in red. They get it towards the right side. Oliver Kraft, number 20, fires towards the net.
That's it.
Rebound shot to score. Gian Corey, number 11, appears to get the goal. And it's now 2-0 team in red, the Jackrabbits. I think it was number 11 that got the rebound. Number 20, Oliver Kraft, involved as well.
Yeah, it looks like he took the shot. Rebound, number 11.
Adjian Corey came up with it. So Skilly and Corey have the 2 goals. Jackrabbits lead 2-0. Now Grisby's hanging out next to us as we're standing right near the penalty box, and we're excited to be here tonight. A little bit more than 5 minutes left in the period. Pass a saucer from one blue line to the other as it ricochets over Austin Facer's stick. Facer chasing after the puck as it goes towards the near goal line. 5 minutes on a moving clock as the Jackrabbits lead the Ice Kings 2-0. A few celebrities and stars on the Ice Kings, the Jackrabbits bench. Team in red with Trevor Lewis, Garrett Metcalf, and Jay Stevens all hanging out. Puck bounces in the slot, and it's taken by the Jackrabbits. They try to get it up ice as they were looking for Corey. The second goal scorer, center pass.
That's it.
Score! Boy, they hit a little bit of iron, but the iron was kind, and the Ice Kings get on the board. Got a number on that? Looked like it was number 8, Pat Shea. Shea got the puck off the near bar as 2 officials talking towards the scores table. Pat Shea gets team in blue on the board. Pat Shea, the brother of Neil Shea, and their father is a scout with the Colorado Avalanche. As team in red moves it up ice, guy with a long hair gets the puck. That's going to be a specialty jersey for somebody. Arm is raised by one of the referees towards the right side, lefty shot, and that one's saved. As penalty gets called, looked like it was Scooby that took that shot on the right side. Now we got a penalty. Now we got a spinning wheel. And this is a fun addition to this game, obviously, with the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. Craig Peterson, one of the linesmen, is going to spin the wheel, it appears. Looks like doing the honors is Nate Hatcher. He'll spin it. And we're not sure what the punishment is yet, unless we have binoculars. Oh, no. It looks like Nate Hatcher now has to sing. What are they going to sing?
Hey, Dan, we need the mic.
They're looking for a microphone, and I think Hatcher is definitely hoping that they can't find a mic.
They found it.
Looks like they found it. He looks like, he's the one that spun the wheel. So, he's the one that has to deal with the punishment of the penalty. Forget 2 minutes in the penalty box. You got to go into the penalty box, and to add insult to injury, he's got to sing karaoke. So we're going to find out about his singing skills here. They want him to go on the ice and sing. What a beautiful moment here at the ice sheet. He says, I don't know how to sing. Well, neither do I, but every now and then I decide to sing in the shower every now and then. Now he might just turn it into a figure skating routine. He skates towards center ice. Gracefully will move into the red team's attack zone.
I can't tell what song he's supposed to even be singing.
I don't know, but it sounds like a Disney type song.
It does.
In the background.
I'm waiting for him to pop out as a Disney princess or something.
It doesn't look like he's given it much of an effort. I think he tried, maybe. Maybe he claims that the mic didn't work. Now, if he doesn't sing karaoke, then what's his punishment? There's got to be like a second wheel there. So we're going to continue to skate 5-on-5. We can't exactly say that Nate Hatcher gave it the old college try, but...
Nope.
Well,
depends on what college he went to.
That's right. He did not go to a very successful college with that try. Face-off is one. Righty shot from the high slots blocked away.
Give it the old junior college try. How about that?
Right. It was an online school try, I think, where they give you the answers on the test. You just look up on Google. Puck goes back towards center ice. Bouncing puck is ground by Dusty Campbell. He skates into the right side, looking for a centering pass. On it goes just wide. Great centering pass by Campbell. We get a whistle. The net moved.
Yep.
And they're going to put the net back in place with 3:02 on a moving clock left in this period.
Yeah, I was so distracted by the karaoke that I forgot to stop my clock. So I've got to reset mine. So we'll do that here real quick.
There's even 3 minutes left in the period. Now the clock is moving to 2:58. That karaoke was, well, left a little bit to be desired. We'll see if somebody else will spin the karaoke tune at some point here today. Puck is sauced all the way down ice, and we got a breakaway. Lefty shot saved. Rebound is taken by Reese Bynum, number 17. Puck goes back towards center ice, 3-on-3. The Ice Kings move into the offensive zone. Bouncing puck towards Hatcher. Hatcher spins one out in front. It's tapped off the right pad of the goaltender. Puck has moved ahead. Daniel Amesbury looking for a long-range pass as he tried to get to Gooby. And it looks like the team in red is called for icing. So it looks like Amesbury's going to have to stay out there. Diamond Hands is his nickname, and he visited the Salt Lake Valley a couple times, a member of the Kansas City Mavericks. Got into a fight with Dylan Savenkov of the Grizzlies, and hey, you got to credit Savenkov for taking it up on the challenge. Diamond Hands is a legitimate heavyweight. I doubt here for a good cause and having a good time, he's going to legitimately drop the gloves with somebody, but you never know.
No,
He's actually a pretty skilled skater as well. It's one of those where you see him play and you realize he's not just there to drop the gloves once or twice a game. Puck ricochets off the skate towards the near corner. 1.5 minutes left in the period. And the Jackrabbits lead the Ice Kings 2-1. Swaggy P stops on a dime. Skates towards center ice. He's an outstanding skater. Gets it towards Campbell. Enters from the right side. Loses the puck. Gets it back off the boards. Flips to center it. Now it goes back towards the right side. Shot is blocked. That was taken by Dylan Frygame, number 6. As the puck is cleared all the way deep towards the team in blue zone. The Ice Kings. Centering pass. Backhand shot. And I hit the crossbar. No goal, they say.
No goal.
Boy, it looked like from my angle, I thought there was a goal.
I'm going to run the replay on it.
What do you think? I thought.
Watching the replay, it didn't cross the red line.
Now they changed their
but
mind.
It hit it.
Craig Peterson said maybe it was, well, I don't know.
It hit the red line. It didn't cross the red line.
Yeah, it looked like you just hit off the crossbar, but you didn't hear that classic ping. It almost looked like it hit the back bar up top, but they play on 2-1 game. Swanky P has the puck on a long-range pass. Skates towards the left side. Great poke check by Persevich, number 18 in red. Now the puck goes back towards the left side. Centering pass to Ice Kings up.
That one's in.
Boy, there are two people trying to accept the pass, and they scored to tie the game, and that's Dusty Campbell. He's been impressive over the last couple of shifts, and Campbell ties it up. Number 15, Dusty Campbell. He gets the goal going top shelf. And all it is, the horn sounds. 15 minutes of hockey have been played. There's not been a whole lot of rust. Obviously, think about people maybe roller skating, maybe finding some indoor spots to skate over the summer. But, hey, despite the fact that everybody's kind of had the summer off to play golf and have some fun, we've seen some pretty good hockey here at the ice sheet.
Yeah. We're going to take an intermission, I believe, for 1 minute. Go to period 2. This is just a 2-period, 15 minutes, so I'm going to roll my clock. Or are we?
Everybody just kind of lingering around at center ice. Some entertainment here during the intermission. Cole asked if there's a Sean in the building. I guess if your name's Sean, get up and let us know you're here. Got a pretty good crowd here for the Ultimate Goalie Showdown.
So what they're doing is there's if you're in the arena, you can actually chirp the players.
Nice. We could use that for the pro game every now and then. Righty shot is fired away from the right side. That was taken by Jack Skilly, number 4. Skilly scored one of the goals in the first period. Now Swaggy P skates towards the left side, takes a lefty shot, and it's blocked. Puck stays in play over the far goal line. Swaggy P gets it back. He's an outstanding skater, puck handler. He fires the lefty shot that goes wide. Boy, Swaggy P is incredibly fun to watch. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
He is definitely worth watching on a regular basis. Watch his social media videos, and he is outstanding.
I was out
Yeah.
yesterday watching him kind of just stick handle through the streets of Ogden.
And he could do that just about anywhere. He could be on a beach or anywhere. Skilly's got the puck on the left side. Skates him right. He shot. He scores. Jack Skilly gets his second of the game, and it's now a 3-2 lead for the Jackrabbits. Boy, Skilly shows why he spent over 300 games in the NHL. He got towards the left side, and he just fired a glove side for the goal. A little bit of chirping. We actually got a chirp mic. Looks like somebody put it to use here. Jackrabbits have a glance off a stick as Jordan Stone, number 11, moves ahead. Stone spent 3 years with the Grizzlies. He used to play for the Utah Outliers, the rivals of the Mustangs. As they try to get it out in front, did the Ice Kings. Pass goes awry. Stone wearing number 11. I actually saw him in a fight during a regular season game against Wheeling. And I don't know if I've ever seen this before, as the puck is sticked away. Foot race towards the blue line. And great diving stop by the team in blue. As goaltender falls down. Kind of interesting. They got Destin listed as number 2, even though I know for sure he's wearing number 13. So we're not quite sure who number 2 is. It could be, Caden Hess. They might have switched numbers.
There were some changes yesterday.
Sorry, pass, tic-tac, to score. Great passing by the Jackrabbits. That's now a 4-2 game. As scoring the goal, looks like it's 11, Gian Corey again. So Corey gets his second of the game. He's about the littlest guy out there, but Corey certainly can play. So 2 unanswered for the Jackrabbits. That's now a 4-2 game as Gian Corey gets his second of the night. 12 minutes and 3 seconds on a moving clock here in this second period. Waiting for them to drop the puck at center ice. A great passing by the red team in the second period.
Got some energy in arena.
Getting excited for the goal. Corey's on hat trick watch with 2 goals. In fact, Jack Skilly's also got 2 goals. So Skilly with 2 goals, Corey with 2 goals. We'll keep an eye on it. Pass ahead. Sean Haggard skates in. He's Lasano take a lefty shot. It goes just wide. As Anders Johnson dangles the puck, look to center it, and it's sticked away. As Johnson gets it back. He tried to center again to bounce off the skate of a Jackrabbit. Now back towards center ice. Neil Shea gets around one skater towards the left side. Take a lefty shot. It's blocked away. Shea gets his own rebound. He's towards the right side. Feathers one across. As a glance off the stick of a Jackrabbit. That was Amesbury, number 9. Puck goes towards the far corner. Amesbury on the ice, sporting what looks to be a Fu Manchu.
Yep.
Johnson up ahead, and we got a 2-on-1. Skating towards the net and blowing in tire is Haggard. We got to have a penalty. Haggard flew in from the left side, fired towards the net, and penalty is going to be called. Craig Peterson, the linesman, as well as the referee, as they argue the case. The guy without a number, he's got a camera on the top of his helmet. So I can imagine his action is going to be filmed somewhere on social media at some point.
Got the wheel.
So we're not sure what he has to do now. He skates towards the penalty box. He looks like he's disappointed. So
we may have another karaoke.
Looks like he's got a selfie. Selfie solo, maybe? That's what it looks like. I think he's got to take a selfie.
Oh, there we go.
I guess there's worse punishments. You know, you go to the penalty box. Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking a selfie, I guess. So the selfie's over. He raises one finger in the air, and he's good to go. He comes out of the penalty box as he joins his teammates. Neil Shea's on the ice as Amesbury. As puck towards Neil Shea's picked up by Johnson off his skate. Puck has re-entered to the zone, towards the left circle. Lefty shot is kicked away. It's Gooby with a chance for a goal. Skilly's got 2 goals. Gian Corey's got 2 goals. And the Jackrabbits lead the Ice Kings 4-2. 10 minutes on moving clock. Left circle, lefty shot. And that one's saved. As looks like we're going to continue to play on. Very few whistles here in this game. As Amesbury's got the puck, he skates down the middle. Now he veers off to the left. Amesbury crosses center ice. Now he steps over the offensive blue, veers off to the right, dangles back and forth. Amesbury looking for Shea. Shea gets the puck off his stick, skates towards the near goal line. Shea will move it back up top. And they fake a shot. Now they get it back to Shea. He moves it towards the center of the ice, and the pass goes wide of the mark. Brandon Merrill, number 4. He's got the puck trying to keep his balance. They'll move it ahead. It's picked off by Neil Shea. He'll throw it towards the net. Backhand shot and score! And that one's going to be seen on social media. What a beautiful head of hair he's got. Jaromir Jagr would be proud of it. Now it looks like the referee says no goal.
They're saying no goal?
Too many men on the ice, it looks like. As Lord, the referee, says that it looks like too many men on the ice. He signaled 6.
No goal. Okay, I got to do a correction here.
So it looks like a bench line of too many men on the ice. So I would got to think that somebody from the bench is going to have to spin the wheel.
That is a packed bench.
It very much is, though.
Jackrabbits.
Where everybody wants to hang out with Trevor Lewis, Garrett Metcalf, and Jay Stevens. That's got to be what it is. Seems like the team in red really stacked it as best they could. They got to give the Ice Kings some credit. They've hung in there. So the scoreboard's got a list as 5-2, but the last goal was waved off as the Jackrabbits had too many on the ice. So we believe it's a 4-2 game.
Yeah, corrected on the video stream.
Back towards center ice. Pat Shea's got the puck. Skates down the middle. Toe drag. Righty shot. Stick save. Puck goes back towards the right side. Boy, Pat Shea's about as skilled as his brother Neil. That's a great hockey family. Their father's a scout with the Colorado Avalanche. I think his name's also Neil Shea. Up ahead, a youngster's got it. Skates towards the right side. He fires the righty shot. And a glove save. It bounced off the glove of the goaltender. Puck goes back towards center ice. Pat Shea's got the puck, surveys. Now he moves it towards his left. As entering the zone, Reese Bynum, number 17, skates around the net. Now it goes back up top to Shea. Shea towards the right side, stops. He gets towards the right circle. Now back to Shea down the middle. Take a righty shot and goes just wide as he missed the net. Stick side. Puck back towards the left side, dangling back and forth. Don't see Swaggy P on the ice, but he's been a star every shift. Left side, one-timer by Hatcher goes wide. It glanced off the protective netting. Beautiful background here in Ogden with the mountains, as you can see from the right side, but it does prevent a glare. Score! And they cut into the lead. Great passing by the Ice Kings. As looks like number 12 finds the back of the net, and that is James. So James gets a goal. All we have is his first name. Although James can be a first name or a last name. You know, there's King James in the Bible. There's LeBron James. There's Henry James used to play in the NBA for the 90s. He was kind of a journeyman. So James gets the goal, and it's now 4-3. As Pat Shea gets the puck, skates back and forth. Stops on a dime as he puts a nice move. He skates towards the right circle. He gets towards the near goal line. Back towards Shea. One-timer, and that one's blocked away. As Jack Skilly will move it up ice. He's a great skater. Right side. Skilly, longtime NHLer. He tried to get towards the youngster. It glanced off of his stick. Skilly moves towards the left circle. As the Ice Kings have the puck. About 7 minutes left in the period. As it's a 4-3 game. They still haven't taken off that goal that was waved off due to too many men on the ice. Left wing righty shot and a save. And it looks like it's covered up in the crease. But it's great to be here. And as we mentioned before the game, the family of hockey, it certainly is universal. And here, with it kind of being a smaller but growing family here in the hockey community in the state of Utah, an event like this is just absolutely perfect. And we see an outstanding crowd as a result. Draws won by the Jackrabbits in red. We'll see some games later on as we'll see the Yeti as well as the Junior Mustangs later on. Skilly stops. He'll move it across. It's off the stick of Michael Wolf, number 16. As Swaggy P centers it. Now backhand shot save. Swaggy P trying to feather it out in front as he was looking for Dusty Campbell. It goes wide. Campbell gets a puck. He'll move it across from one side to the other as it ricochets off the right corner. Swaggy P's got the puck. Played with 3 different ECHL teams as well as an AHL team. Also played overseas. Up ahead, Skilly. He runs it down. He's in the attack zone right side. That's it. Toss those hats on the ice as Jack Skilly gets his third of the game. And it's now a 5-3 contest. I guess Jack Skilly his third of the game. So Skilly gets his third goal. It's interesting, Utah Grizzlies had 1 hat trick last season. It was Neil Shea, who's wearing number 17 for the team in red. But the fans in attendance didn't seem to catch on that it was his third goal of the game, even though his third was on an empty net. No hats were thrown on the ice. And I was very surprised. I was wondering if the hat trick tradition ended because there were no hats being thrown on the ice. The only time I'd ever seen it, especially with a member of the home team. Nobody threw their hats on the ice for Skilly's hat trick either. They want to keep them on their head, especially if you bought one of those $50 New Era hats.
Yeah,
you don't want to lose one of those. Right point lefty shot goes wide. There's plenty of velocity on it. Now Swaggy P's got the puck. He skates towards the right side. Take a lefty shot. And what a stop as Swaggy P looked like he tried to go stick side. And the goaltender made a great save. Bouncing puck towards the center of the ice. And it's collected by Oliver Kraft, number 20. He'll move it towards the right side.
That's
score! That's a goal. It might have been redirected by Ethan Newman out in front, but great passing. I believe it's now a 6-3 game. Not a whole lot of celebrating from the team in red. Everybody just kind of very casually going back towards center ice. Might have gotten redirected by 12, Ethan Noonan. Now the puck goes back towards Oliver Kraft. He'll bounce one towards the left side. As Frank wide feet couldn't be reached by Jordan Stone, number 11. Stone with the Grizzlies, I think, wore number 19. As Swaggy P entered before Stone came out with the puck. Stone fires towards the net after the whistle. Looks like Van Wagner's telling Jordan Stone he's got a penalty. As Stone fired after the offside call. So it looks like Stone's going to the penalty box. Do they get the wheel out?
Yeah, where's the wheel?
Maybe Stone got, I don't know. Yeah, there's the wheel. Stone, I don't know if it's unsportsmanlike conduct or wherever it was. Swaggy P entered the zone before Stone came in with a puck. And Stone, from the high slot after the whistle blew, fired one into the back of the net. So Jordan Stone takes the victory lap. Stone, a member of the rival Utah Outliers some years ago. He was an Outliers captain, played 3 years with Utah Grizzlies, also spent some time in the SBHL. Stone crashes along the boards. We mentioned he did something that I don't think I'd ever seen before, and I'm not sure I'm going to see since. He got in a fight with a guy in Wheeling. I think it was February of 2023. Stone started the fight, then he jumped and did a Superman spinning elbow type of move. Unfortunately for Stone, the spinning elbow didn't quite work, and the Wheeling player ended up winning the fight. He actually did in a preseason game as well, where he tried the spinning move at center ice. It didn't work there as well, but it was you give him an A for creativity, no doubt about it. Puck behind the net, Swaggy P wearing a teal helmet. He regathers the puck on the right side. Dan goes back and forth with nice moves. Now Swaggy P loses it. Puck goes back towards center ice. As Zach Larilla, number 13, bounce one into the zone. As Kraft gets it, he stops, reverses his field back towards the left circle. Kraft looked to center it, didn't get much on it. As puck's up ahead, I believe that's Hess, who might have switched jerseys with Destin from the puck drop before the game. As the team in red comes back up with it. 3.5 minutes left in the period. It's 6-3. Jackrabbits over the Ice Kings. Puck back behind the net. Hess will bounce one towards the far corner as both teams spread the ice. Frame number 5. We'll get it ahead to Campbell, who's played well. Campbell skates towards the left circle. Negotiates his way through traffic, but he loses the puck. As comes up ahead. The guy with the multicolored non-jersey gets the puck towards the right side. Takes a righty shot, and that's blocked away as it glanced off the protective netting. As it bounced off the stick of Anders Johnson. Towards center ice. Ford. Xander's his first name. Xander Ford towards the right side. Extends the puck off his stick as he tried to center it. Amesbury collects it. We get a whistle as Ford got pushed towards the net, and they might have called a penalty. As their good friend wearing the camera on the top of his helmet, sporting a mustache and very long hair. He goes to the box, and he's going to spin the wheel. Must have ended up in the black. Remember, there's one spot, you got the spinning wheel, but it ended up in the black, which has nothing on it. So it looks like it's a get-out-of-jail-free card. And so it looks like there's no penalty.
That's the one they want to hit.
He hit it, and he's very happy that he did. Craig Peterson's wearing some dark sunglasses, one of the officials. Now it looks like we get some sort of a penalty shot, and they fan on it. So it looks like they might have agreed as a compromise, no penalty, but it looked like a penalty shot. Xander Ford lost the puck off his stick. Now we play on at center ice. Our good friend with the long hair gets towards the left circle. Centering pass, lefty shot. And that one's blocked away. Good centering pass back towards Ryan Beckman, number 7. Puck towards center ice. Swaggy P enters. Stops on the left point. Moves towards the high slot. Now he stops once again. He dangles back and forth. Skates towards the left circle. Centering pass shot by Anders. Johnson goes just wide. Johnson gets the puck taken away from him for our good friend with long hair. Not sure what his name is, but he's done a great job.
I am
Shea
blanking on it. He's
center ice. Gooby's got it. Gooby trying to get it back towards Shea. And they dive and take it away from him.
That's the best slide block I think I've seen.
Yeah, it was a great slide block for sure. Swaggy P centers it, went towards the crease, and it's ricocheted by the goaltender. Now Neil Shea's got the puck. He's towards the right side. He's a fancy skater. Centering pass, and that one glances off the stick of Gooby. Gooby trying to get it back towards Shea. It's picked off. Minute and a half left in the period. And the Jackrabbits lead 6-3. Johnson gets the puck towards the right side. Centering pass back and shot by Swaggy P, saved away. As puck back towards new tries. Neil Shea's got it. Shea will move it back to a guy with an extremely long beard as they get it back towards center ice. Shot goes wide. That's Persevich, number 18, with a long beard. He's dancing around in the slot. Puck goes back towards Swaggy P at center ice. He'll skate into the offensive zone. 2-on-1. Swaggy P dangles back and forth. Right circle, center press. Shot, score! John Haggard gets a goal, and it's now 6-4. Great pass by Swaggy P towards Sean Haggard. And with a minute left, it's 6-4. Red team in the lead, and we got to fight.
Oh, we got to fight.
Anders Johnson's going to fight the kid. The kid grabs Johnson's jersey and drags it from him, and Johnson goes off. Rick Peterson separates the two. Johnson, the former Ogden Mustang, had a pretty good college career. Grizzlies were in need of a defenseman a couple years ago, and he ended up spending a couple games with the Utah Grizzlies. One of them was in Idaho, and then he played a home game for the Grizzlies. He goes 6'5", 220 pounds or so, and he's a pretty good skater to boot. Puck goes back towards the Ice Kings. He skates the wrong way. Now he skates back. Pat Shea forgot where he was going. Now he skates into the offensive zone, gets to the Swaggy P. He fakes a shot. Now towards the slide, he'll take a lefty shot. He scores! And Swaggy P is cut into the lead. It's now a 6-5 game.
So our friend with the long hair, his name is Ollie.
Ollie.
Ollie Postanian
Hey, Ollie did a great job holding his own.
is a hockey influencer.
Ollie did a great job, and he's got a bunch of signatures in the back of his jersey. Same pass.
Oh,
They tie it up. Sean Hackman finds the back of the net. We're tied at 6. A comeback by the Ice Kings.
now we're tied up.
2 goals in the span of what? 11 seconds? I know math is hard, but it was just like that. It was 6-4. Now it's 6-6.
Yeah, I was so flustered. I started and stopped my clock. My clock says 1 second. We've got 28 in the arena. So sorry for those watching at home. A little confusing. The sun has gone down. It's getting a little darker. We'll try to make some adjustments for the next game and the lighting. But
The puck is won by the Ice Kings. Swaggy P's got the puck. He flies into the offensive zone left side. Stops in the point. He gets it taken away. 15 seconds left. Oliver Kraft's got it. He drops off. Swaggy P takes it away. 10 seconds left. He sauces the pass long range. And it's long net. The goaltender. A shot of about 150 feet. Second pass shot. Just wide. Boy, Hager just missed it. He fired it over the crossbar. Goaltender might have gotten a piece of it, and that will do it. So I guess we'll go to a shootout. As Cole Chapman mentioned, a shootout. They will have a 2-minute break. Says one of the referees. McPhee's his last name. So according to one of the referees, looked like they might be signaling 3 shooters each way. What a fun game we've had here. It was 6-4 with the Jackrabbits in front. Ice Kings scored 2 goals in the span of 11 seconds. Now we're tied at 6 with a shootout coming up. Or we're going to skate 3-on-3 and have overtime.
we are going into overtime.
3-on-3, I believe it's going to be sudden death.
We got 2 minutes on the clock.
So 2-minute overtime. I got to imagine with the skill we have on the ice at some point, we're going to get a goal pretty quickly. And Swaggy P looks like he's determined for it to be him. Pat Shea wins the faceoff, skates down the middle. He'll take a right shot. It gets kicked away. Might have gotten a stick in the way. Our friend with long hair in the multicolored shirt. Amesbury up ahead. Now they bounce back to Amesbury down the middle. He'll take a righty shot. Save as the puck bounces in front of the crease. And Swaggy P now has the puck. Swaggy P skates around Pat Shea. Now he gets towards the center of the ice. Swaggy P crosses the center red. Now he veers off to the right. Steps over the offensive line. He drops off for Pat Shea to the right side. Shea dances back and forth in the slot. He'll bounce one towards Pat Swaggy P, who gets it off the end boards. Swaggy P stops in the left circle. Skates towards the far goal line. Now Swaggy P around the net. Stops behind the net. Thinks about the Michigan. Comes back the other way and hits the pine. And doesn't go in. That would have been the best game winner in hockey history. Long range pass looking for Skilly. Goaltender comes up with it. Shea will move it ahead. He gets to Swaggy P. Tape the tape off the near board. So it'd be taped to near boards towards Shea. Looking it back towards the left side. Skating in. They couldn't quite handle it. As Hatcher gets it back towards Swaggy P. He'll take a lefty shot and a save. Whistle blows as the net comes out of its moorings. All right, what great action and some close calls as the Ice Kings looking to win it. Now the Jackrabbits have the puck. Neil Shea had 2 overtime game winners for the Grizzlies last year. He gets the puck on the right side. He tried to center it out in front. It goes wide. As looked like he was looking for Ethan Noonan, number 12. Noonan gets the puck. He'll move it back to Skilly. Skilly already with 3 goals. He'll scale, take a shot. Hits the crossbar. 20 seconds left in overtime. Neil Shea back towards Skilly in the left circle. He'll bounce one towards Noonan, right side. Righty shot. Hits the crossbar.
Another great block.
Noonan gets it back. Slot, righty shot, save with 8 seconds left. Long-range pass looking for Swaggy P. It's played by Skilly about waist high. Skilly gets it 2 seconds left at the buzzer. Slap shot, a save. Boy, what an exciting overtime session we had. We had everything but a goal. Can you believe this? So looks like now we'll go to a shootout. You know, I could have just skipped the 2 minutes overtime, gone straight to the shootout, but what amazing action we
that
saw.
would have been as fun.
Both goaltenders made outstanding saves.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a shootout. Looks like some fans are going to look to chirp. First shooter for Jackrabbits is going to be number 20, Oliver Kraft. So Kraft's going to be the first shooter. Kraft gets the puck. He'll skate towards his right. He's now towards the right circle. Kraft takes a shot. Now he takes one. He scores. Kraft went low. Is Swaggy P going to be the first shooter for the team in blue, the Ice Kings? It is going to be Swaggy P. Swaggy P looks the answer here in the shootout. We ended regulation and overtime tied at 6. Swaggy P gets a puck. Skates down the middle of the ice. He'll take a backhand shot for a save. It looks like the Jackrabbits come away with a win. What a stop that was. That's got to be on all the highlight shows within the next few months. Swaggy P denied in the shootout. And he put together an outstanding move, went towards his backhand. I think that he's got to be as stunned as anybody in this building.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know how we missed that. That's his bread and butter right there.
I got to imagine the goaltender had been looking up some tape. He probably looked up and saw that move somewhere on the internet, and he was ready for it.
The downside of, posting everything you do on social media is...
That's right, the price of fame, I guess.
Yep.
People are going to see you. Well, it looks like the Yeti are hitting the ice, and the Junior Mustangs as well. So the Mustangs, that team in green, they'll be the next game, and if it's anything like the game that we saw here with the Jackrabbits and Ice Kings, we are in for quite the treat. Well, we got a ton of people on the ice as Jackrabbits and Ice Kings will leave the ice as the Yeti and Mustangs enter the ice. Chapman welcoming the Ogden Mustangs. Chapman acting as the PA announcer here. Mustangs look like they're going to be a pretty good team once again this year. And if you talk about consistent winners year in and year out, obviously we're here at the ice sheet, the home of the Mustangs. The Mustangs, you can almost count on them being towards the top of the standings every year in their division. That'll be interesting to see this next matchup. You know, the Mustangs are going to put together a great effort. Some of the standouts from the Yeti in green, obviously Dylan Fitz, who's a current Grizzly, signed back on for another season. In fact, he's among the top 10 in games played in Utah Grizzlies history. He's also played with the Orlando Solar Bears and Kansas City Mavericks in the ECHL. Mason Manick, local heroes, also on that team. Mustangs have got to be thrilled. And I think we're just a week away from Ogden Mustangs preseason action throughout the ice sheet. So if you're in the Ogden area, come on out and join us. You know, one of the things we've been talking about consistently is the hockey family. And It's interesting how often you go without seeing your hockey family, then you get an event like this, and all of a sudden, it's like we never left. Spent a couple months off in the summer, now we're back at it. What were your takeaways of this first game and really this event in general? And so far, it's been an overwhelming success.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun to watch. It's it's informal. It's fun hockey. You get some of these games and it's so serious. You get the fights and they're drawing blood. Out here with the ultimate goalie showdown, we've got some karaoke going in the background.
Yeah, everybody's singing and having a good time. The thing that really stands out about me is the spinning wheel. We had somebody try to sing karaoke, and they didn't really put together a great effort. I think they were very much hoping not to spin the karaoke spot.
Yeah, that I think was the definition of a train wreck.
That will not be something that we'll be remembering on the drive home.
Well, not for any good reasons.
Looks like both teams are warming up. Yeti in green and Mustangs in red. Now, it's interesting, you talk about Yeti. There's a little bit of a local connection there, as it looked like Yeti was the overwhelming favorite for the rename of the Utah's NHL team. But however, Yeti, the cooler company, thought there'd be a little bit of confusion. When you think of coolers and tumblers and things like that. I mean, maybe you think of hockey, maybe you don't, but nevertheless, Yeti decided that it was a no-go for Utah's NHL team to be named the Yeti. So they had to go with Plan B. They put it to a vote, and it looks like Utah Mammoth ended up winning the vote. That, after all, is what the team is now named.
I like what they did with the logo with the Mammoth.
It is a sharp logo. Now, last year when they were the hockey team, they had, I think they called it rock black, salt white, and mountain blue as their colors. They decided to keep that color scheme.
Yeah.
I think they even call it those specific names. I tried to look up and find a mountain blue crown, that Crayola crown. I couldn't quite find one. And then you got the rock black, which I guess is a different type of black. And then, the salt white, which I think is a little bit brighter than your normal white. Looks like everybody's huddled up at center ice. Looks like we're going to have some action here shortly. Mustangs are going to hit the ice. Crowd's fired up. I was actually here last month for the Ogden Mustangs version of a summer camp, and they had an all-star game towards the end. I think some of those players are going to be in this game. Cam Keen's out there wearing number 13. He's one of the defensemen for the Mustangs. And he's going to be paired up with Leo Burns. Number 27, Caleb Bendel's going to take the face-off for the Mustangs. And Thomas Rupp's going to take the draw for the Yeti. So if you joined us late, Jackrabbits defeated the Ice Kings 7-6 in a shootout.
I think the crowd grew in here. It got louder.
Yeah, crowd's really picked it up. And the people with the microphones are pretty close to me. Puck is dropped, and the Yeti won the face-off. Richie Coyne, number 8, moves it ahead. Right flank, as I believe that's Mason Manick, the former Grizzly, dumps it in. He's been a big influence, him and his entire family here in the hockey community in the state of Utah. Mustangs come up with it. They skate from left to right as we see it. Now the puck is taken away by Thomas Rupp, number 17. He's been active in his first shift. Puck was back towards the near side as the Yeti spread the ice. Was a question, though, if it was going to be the NHL Utah Yeti, would it be the Yeti or just be Yeti, or do you go
Yeti,
plural with Yetis? Manning gets the puck. He's a great skater. Skates towards the right side. Long range feed off the near wall. And that one bounces ahead. Rob takes the puck, freshens his first name. Puck goes back towards center ice. As now it's taken away. Bendel has the puck, number 27 for the Mustangs. Skates towards the near corner. As he continues his battle, Yeti kick it away. Looks like a member of the team in blues decided to play. Dusty Campbell is playing for the Yeti. Puck goes back towards the right side. Now it's up top. Looked like it exited the zone. They keep playing on. I got redirected by Campbell. Campbell looked to give the Yeti a 1-0 lead. That one goes wide. Campbell was one of the standouts. Campbell was a standout. Right side, lefty shot. That one's blocked away. Shot by Jack Wallace, number 5.
Now, Dusty is a local, so he may have some connections.
I think he does. Turnover, shot, saved as Corey Bader. Out there, it looked like save was made by the Mustangs. 13-18's left in the period. Oh, we get a penalty.
Oh, we've got a penalty.
Spinning wheel.
Noticed him down spinning the wheel.
And it looks like it ends up on red. He has to spin around 10 times. The impressive thing, he spun around 10 times. That is Braden Kerr. Spun around 10 times. He's going to take this next shift. He doesn't look a slight bit dizzy. That was impressive. So Kerr gets it. No doubt he's got to be a little bit dizzy, even though he's not showing it. Mustangs have the puck. They skate towards neutral ice. Mustangs get it back towards the right wing. Caden Efforts has it. Efforts gets it towards the right circle as the Mustangs now spin it back up top. As Jack Swibbs, he'll fire towards the net, and that's blocked away. Good save. As Campbell skates along the right side. This will be, I guess, the second game of a doubleheader for Campbell, as he's got to be a little bit tired after playing for the Ice Kings just a few minutes ago. Puck goes back towards the left side. Mustangs get it. Lefty shot, save. Rebound shot. Oh, and that one sticked away. And the puck goes all the way back towards the other end of the ice.
I lost the puck. There's some equipment that was on the ice.
Efforts has it. He'll throw it towards the left wing. Lefty shots bounced away. Back behind the net, Luke Hall, number 55. Hall was a standout in the summer camp that the Mustangs had here a couple months ago. Puck is lifted over the stick of Dylan Fitzwater, number 14. Fitz had guard number 13 for the Grizzlies last year. Puck head, Mustangs skate down the middle. Lefty shot. Oh! Liam Wong. W-A-U-G-H's last name, and he gives the Mustangs a 1-0 lead.
Now, this is the actual Mustangs team that plays here locally.
Yep, I believe so. I saw a few of those guys last season, and just about all of them were here for the Mustangs camp a month and a half ago. There's quite a few familiar names to Mustangs fans. Liam Wong scores the goal. They're coached by Kenny Orlando, who's really done an outstanding job with this Mustangs unit. They got a great facility here at the ice sheet. They're going to make a few improvements. They're going to get a new Jumbotron, and
yeah,
a lot of fun stuff happening here in Ogden. It's been a great program here the Mustangs have had for many years.
A little dark in here. They're getting some new lighting, too, as early as next week is what I heard.
Yeah, they'll get some new lighting. The sun is about to set over in the West Hills, so lights are starting to take effect a little bit more here as the day progresses. Mustangs try to get it back up top. That's taken away. Dylan Fitz with the right lane. Fires the right shot and goes this wide. Boy, Fitz has scored many goals for the Grizzlies in that type of fashion, just skating north-south towards either circle. And he's got that great slap shot, and he's determined. He's shown it many times, and he just about scored there. Fitz has now spent some of his summer. He grew up in the Toronto area, I believe, and he has spent, I think, the summer here in Utah.
Okay.
I don't know that he knew much about the state of Utah or the Grizzlies before being traded from Orlando to Utah in March of 2022, but he certainly made this his home. As he'll roll it, goes over the stick. Now Manick gets it, tries to get back towards the near goal line. Mustangs take it away. We played about 4 minutes. Mustangs lead 1-0 on a goal from Liam Waugh. Back towards the right side. Lefty shot is blocked away. That shot was taken by Nico Brown, number 84. Now shot saved once again as the goaltender makes a stop. That could be KVG. The two goalies listed for Yeti are KVG and Luke Fox. Fox, I think, is number 3.
This is number 1, yeah.
Fitz still take a righty shot that goes just wide. Fitz sporting a mustache. He could settle right in as a police officer. As Liam Shepard gets the puck, skates towards a high slot. Lefty shot by Taylor Butt. That one's saved. Puck goes back towards the near corner. We played about 5 minutes. Mustangs lead 1-0. Mustangs backhand shot. That one's blocked away. That was taken by Cam Keene, number 13.
That one through the crease.
Yeah, that was a close call. The Mustangs, their returning players, have the names on their back of their jerseys. Burns turns it over as Richie Coyne gets the puck. Coyne, number 8. As he's over on the left side, trying to center it. And he tried to get it towards Manick. Gets taken away. Manick's really had a successful career away from hockey. Looks like he could still play. Out towards the left side. Lefty shot, and that one's saved. Puck goes back up top. As it glances off the stick of Taylor Butt. Butt runs it down. He moves it back towards Burns, who drops it off. As Billy Jacobson Cooch gets the puck. Second pass shot goes wide. And now another save is made.
I don't know how he saved that.
Seems like every time I see a Mustangs game, they're rolling up 40 to 50 shots per game. They're very well coached with Kenny Orlando. They'll start the preseason next week, and the Mustangs certainly look sharp. Looks like we got a goaltender change. That might be Luke Fox in net.
Yep.
As Fox replaces KVG. Scrum towards the Yetis bench. They're the team in green jerseys with black numbers and white trim. As Manick falls down. As entering the zone, Thomas Rupp gets back checked. Puck goes back behind the net. As they try to get back out in front looking for James Russin, number 7. Mustangs out towards center ice. They're a very active team with their sticks with the Mustangs year in and year out. As Billy Jacobson Cooch battles. I do know that from the summer camp, as I had thought that it was Billy Jacobson Couch. After all, his last name is Couch, but apparently it's Cooch. Neutral zone shot is saved. As Gavin Morris and Frank Cambria are the two goaltenders for the Mustangs. It might be Morris right now. We'd probably see Cambria during the second period. Out towards the right wing. Mustangs skate in. Righty shot.
That's it.
And the Mustangs celebrate as they take a 2-0 lead. I think it might be Caleb Bendel, number 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bendel gets the goal, and he's fired up.
So, fun fact, we're actually labeling them. This is an unofficial game, just all fun, so we're calling them the Junior Mustangs. It's also allowing them to kind of switch out some players on the bench if they so please.
Yeah, the Junior Mustangs are off to a great start. And I got to say, year in and year out, the jerseys, those certainly look like the jerseys they'll wear this season. The jerseys are sharp.
Yeah, I do like that color combination.
Red, white, and blue. Efforts gets the puck, skates towards the right side. Feathers went out in front, and it's blocked away. Yeti get the puck. They'll bounce one towards the middle of the ice. As Zach Priest, number 9, skates towards the net, and it's sticked away. Long-range pass is picked off by Campbell at center ice. Dusty Campbell towards the left circle. He'll drop it off. Bouncing puck towards the left side. Lefty shot. That one's blocked. Corey Mader. Mader wearing a purple helmet. If I remember, he might be a Mustang, either a current or former Mustang. Mader wearing a Weber State helmet. Centering pass, that one's blocked away. Some of the Mustangs end up playing for schools like Weber State and other club teams and even some D1 schools. A lot of former Mustangs have gone on to do some great things. Centering pass bounced off the stick of Yuri Duda, number 8. Now behind the net, the Mustangs with a 2-0 lead halfway through the first period as they get it up top. as Joey Bazzetta, wearing number 5. He's in the right point. Shots blocked away. As Bazzetta gets the puck, he gets it taken away. Crossing center ice is number 5 for the team in green. Still looking for his number. He's, I think, a late addition to the roster. The Mustangs get the puck. Efforts across the center ice. He's got good speed. Steps over the line, tries to get around a quadruple team. Backhand shot, and that one's saved away. Boy, what about the effort by Efforts? Caden Efforts tried to get around 4 Yeti defensemen, and he got so cleanly, was able to get a shot off. Out towards the right side, Fitz centering pass. That got some air under it, and it's sticked away. Long-range pass connects. We got a breakaway. Miko Brown skates down the middle, backhand shot. And what a stop as, boy, Brown was denied. Puck is under the goaltender's pads. No goal, says referee and linesman, and we play on. Two Yeti players run into each other at center ice. That's the best check we've seen all game, and it's two teammates getting after it.
I was still back watching the net. I wasn't sure if they were going to stop play for that.
I was out near the bench there making a line change. Miko Brown, he drops it off, and it's sticked away. Team in green's got numbers that they want it. So moving out towards center ice. Fitz is on the right wing as the puck is deflected. As it looked like Brian Bolnick had the puck, and he tried to get towards Fitz. Fitz on the ice shadowing as Miko Brown gets it right side. Toe drag. He gets cut off. Good defensive play by the Yeti as puck back behind the net. Brown offers a screen as puck goes back towards Cam Keen. Righty shot, and that one's blocked away. Rebound goes back towards Luke Hall, number 55. Well, fired across towards the left point. Now the Mustangs will regather it in the left point as they spread the ice. Bouncing puck goes tape to tape. Liam Waugh can score the first goal of the game. That one's sticked away. Back towards the right side as Yeti make a line change behind the play. And so dumping it across as Manick was in the area. Mason Manick looks like listed twice on the roster. And we know that Manick is wearing number 10 for Yeti. So I guess number 11, if he scores a goal, we're not entirely sure who it will be. Out towards the crease, and the Mustangs cover up. Kind of a crafty backhand, kind of a combination of a pass and a shot, and it's covered up by the Mustangs goaltender. 4:38 the time remaining here in the first period. We're having a great time. Both teams are taking their time a little bit as a couple of the officials are talking with the goaltender.
Well, it's been kind of a fast-moving game. I don't blame them. I mean, they're going.
Very few whistles.
Yeah. They're going full speed the whole time.
I said the Hockey Wolf has sponsored the jerseys here tonight. Yeah. They're right below the numbers on the back of the jerseys. See the Hockey Wolf being listed. We get a whistle. We got a penalty. Holding's going to be the call. Craig Peterson, the referee. And looks like a penalty's on the Mustangs. Braden Kerr spins the wheel. And that looks like it's in green. So it looked like it was listed as green. Oh, no. The Mustangs bench is going crazy. Braden Kerr's got to sing karaoke. Well, that's a tough break.
All right, we had a Disney princess song last round. Let's see what we play next.
I don't know that they're going to give him a favorable beat in the background of this song. Well, they're trying to talk her into doing it. Well, now they give Kerr a microphone. Looks like Craig Peterson. It looks like we might be singing George Michael.
All right, YouTube, don't take the video down. It'll be worth it. Come on.
Oh, no. I don't know that Braden Kerr knows the words. We'll find out. He doesn't know the words. He just goes, oh. He puts his head down. Braden Kerr starts singing. He's heard this song before. He knows the words.
He's put some steps into it too. He's all right. Yeah, this is the true college go.
We didn't see the college try in the last game, but we certainly see it here. Yeah, he's singing the chorus. He's got it down. Kerr's singing his heart out, and he's singing it within tune. This is so much better than a 2-minute penalty where he sits in the box.
Absolutely.
That's the performance of the night. Braden Kerr. He might have a career after he's done playing hockey.
Oh.
He might have to win a Grammy someday.
I don't know. I was thinking there was no chance YouTube was going to recognize any sort of vocal anything to take the video. I just hope they don't kill the live stream.
That would be nice. We just had an impromptu concert here in the middle of a hockey game. We need to do that more often. That's the great thing about this showdown. Mason Manick, right side, will take a right shot. It goes just wide. Boy, Manick still's got that great speed that he displayed with the Grizzlies a couple of years ago. Manick stops. He'll throw it up top. I think he's actually got season tickets to the Utah Mammoth. I saw him at quite a few games last year at the Utah Hockey Club. All cross-ice pass, got some air under it. Glance off the stick and bounces towards the goaltender for the save. They try to get it out towards Richie Coyne. Puck ended up about waist high. Coyne put together a pretty good effort towards the net. Morris covered up. I think, if I remember right, based on the goalies I saw a couple months ago, that might be Gavin Morris in net. We'll see Frank Cambry a little bit later on. Puck deep in the Eddie zone towards the near side. Turnover, lefty shot, and that's blocked away. As Gaber Sorn, number 77, took the shot. Looks like he's got pretty good size. Yeti enter the zone for him, the right side. Righty shot kick save. And the puck is lifted, and it bounces towards the high slot, and it's cleared out to center ice. Liam Sheward overskates the puck as it got sticked away by Brian Bolnick, number 12. Back towards the right side. Righty shot, and that's blocked away. As the Mustangs have been very active with their sticks early on. Mustangs lead 2-0. 1-on-2 towards center ice as Billy Jacobs and Cooch gets Billy Jacobs and Cooch extends the Mustangs' lead. It's now a 3-0 game. Boy, the Mustangs are firing on all cylinders here so far in the first period.
I mean, he is. We are in the home of the Mustangs. He's comfortable here. He's showing it for sure.
They're familiar with their surroundings. Even the new Mustangs have skated here a few times. Well, the linesman's got one hand with the spinning wheel and other hand on the puck, and he drops it at center ice. There's something you don't normally see every day is the referee dropping the puck at center ice, and he's occupied with something in his left hand. Puck bounces off the Dusty Campbell stick. Cooch overskates it. Now he moves to the left side. As the Mustangs fire a left point shot that bounces wide. Mustangs back behind the net. A lot of traffic out in front of the net. Jacobs and Cooch gets it up top. Puck goes back toward the left side. Down to the far goal line. Centering pass is picked off by Yeti. Madeline Kristoff, number 20, has the puck and she gets it taken away. Back towards the right side. Kristoff tried to redirect it. Puck goes back towards the left circle. Mustangs lead 3-0. They're looking to make it a 4-0 game as Dusty Campbell, who played with the Ice Kings, and now he's a member of the Yeti, moves it to center ice. as Yeti tried to bounce one out in front as James Russin tried to extend his stick. Puck goes back towards the left side. Siren pass. Russin goes down, and we got a penalty as Jacob McCooch touched it up. Are we going to get karaoke again?
Oh, I hope so.
Call.
I hope so. So while they're spinning, Madeline Kristoff actually, I saw her play through the Kachinas in Arizona, and now she plays for ASU. She's on one of the women's teams.
It's like Slay's got to do the limbo. Logan Lambrick is going to do the limbo. And now he tried.
That's the old junior college try, online learning.
Well, the thing is, they got it about knee high. There was no way with skates unless he just slides under it. That might be what he does. Lambert gets towards center ice. Is he going to slide? And he does. And he gets through. If you talk about up-and-coming college programs, ASU is certainly up there. Their men's program's been great, and I think their women's program has done some great things as well.
Yeah. No, both a lot of fun to watch. And both growing. They've got that new arena out in Tempe.
That's a beautiful arena.
Mullet Arena, very hockey appropriate. Named after the Mullet family.
Shot by Campbell. Rebound shot to score. Campbell took the initial shot, and James Russin finds the back of the net to get the Yeti on the board. Number 7, Russin. So Russin gets the Yeti on the board. I hope at some point in the near future, and I know you probably agree that at some point Arizona is going to get another NHL team. I think it's just going to be a matter of time.
I hope so. And it's, as a Phoenician, I'm trying to give love to the Mammoth.
Hey, it's tough. I know it's tough.
We miss them.
A lot of great memories over the years with the Coyotes. I kind of think about that first year, the 96-97 season, where they made a strong playoff run. And when I saw a couple of those games on YouTube from that 97 playoffs, you could just see that it is definitely a hockey town and will be once again. It still is. Still a great hockey place. ASU hockey and some of the other programs that are there are doing a good job kind of keeping the flame alive.
The Arizona High School Hockey Association, Scott, they sell out. They end up with a wait list.
Participation, I believe, is still good. Now, everybody's like, well, it's a desert. But, it's like everybody will mention Austin Matthews being from Arizona. And, hey, it's still a great hockey place.
Well, and you think about it, I mean, any hockey player that's done well and is ready to sit back and relax, they're done with the cold. That's where they retire. Yeah. So we've got a strong retired hockey pro community in the state.
Yeah, and they've still got a lot of passion. Hopefully the NHL returns to the state of Arizona. Zach Priest with a pretty good backhand shot, number 9 for the Yeti. That was saved. Mustangs with a sharp angled shot that's blocked away. 5 seconds left in the first period. 3-1 Mustangs. 2-on-1 as Mader with a lefty shot. And a save by Morris at the buzzer. And Mustangs lead the Yeti 3-1. So after one period, it's Mustangs 3 and Yeti 1. I know a lot of people are hoping when Utah get an NHL team, they're hoping maybe an expansion team. Obviously it's tough to see one market lose a team just for another to gain a team, but hopefully at some point, state of Arizona. And if I remember right, there was a similar event in Arizona where, if I remember right, one dome, maybe both domes play. There's actually
both domes,
an Arizona State legend named Johnny Walker. It became a kind of a cult hero in Utah when he played for the Grizzlies. Johnny Walker, who was the all-time leading scorer at Arizona State when he left the program. I think he played in that game as well.
He did, and he's now actually the head coach for the D1 ACHA ASU team. this year. So
he was a fun guy. He was pretty outgoing when he was with the Grizzlies. I imagine he was that way at Arizona State. Kind of became a cult hero of sorts.
yeah, oh for sure, for sure.
This is certainly a fun event. What do you think? You talk about the future of Ultimate Goalie Showdown. Is this something that you see as the years progress, just going to continue to get bigger and bigger?
Oh yeah. I mean, the fans that come in here watch in person, it's a whole different experience.
And think about it, there's a market to be had. You see how successful the Savannah Bananas are,
Yeah.
the Harlem Globetrotters in years past. I got to imagine there at some point, it's probably in the near future, we're going to see something in hockey that closely resembles the Savannah Bananas that will sell out every game and every event and will just become this big thing. I got to imagine it's going to happen in the near future.
Yeah, this is only our second Ultimate Goalie Showdown.
First one was a success, and this one's been a success, and hey, it's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger every year. This is certainly a great event, and it's been a ton of fun here tonight. Campbell has the puck. He centers it. Yet he fumbled it as they're looking for a shot, as number 5, Jack Wallace, just couldn't quite get the puck on his stick enough to get a shot off. Mustangs enter the zone from the right side. They're onside, as number 11, Liam Van Valkenburg's got it, trying to get towards efforts. Puck is drifted away. 2-on-1 are the Eddie, as Corey Mader gets the puck, throws it back towards the left side. Mader trying to get it back. He glanced over his stick. Mader recovers it. He gets it towards the right side. Now back to the middle of the ice as Yeti get it towards Zach Priest, number 9. He's had a couple scoring chances. He'll get it back in deep as Mustangs regather the puck as we play just over a minute in this second period. Mustangs lead 3-1 in the first game. Jackrabbits won 7-6 in a shootout. Long-range feed connects, left circle, swing and a miss as pucking it up towards the stick of a Mustang and just couldn't quite connect on it. Now the whistle blows with 13:30 left in the period. Now it looks like we got a penalty as the spinning wheel comes back out. It looks like all 4 officials are having fun with the wheel. It looks like somebody on the Mustangs is going to have to spin the wheel.
Was that a too many men on the ice?
I think so. We saw that in the first game, too many men on the ice, and now we get it once again. The official holds it up as if we can all read it.
I'm trying to zoom in. I can't. My screen's too small. Those at home might be able to see
So it
better.
looks like we got a
can.
penalty shot. So Dylan Fitz is going to take the penalty shot. He's won some overtime games. It seems like when Dylan Fitz scores a goal, it's a big one. You know, he gets about 10 to 20 goals a season for the Grizzlies, and he's back once again for another year. I think he's got veteran status now. He's played over 300 pro games. Dylan Fitz has the puck, skates down the middle. Fitz fakes towards his right, now he takes a righty shot. A save.
Nice save.
Good save. Fitz kind of made a fake move in the slot. Then he gathered himself, moved towards his right, and the goaltender made the save. Different goaltender for the Mustangs in this period. We might have seen Gavin Morris in the first period, meaning that this would be Frank Cambria. I think if I remember right, I remember both names, not only from the summer camp, but I think they also have some previous experience with the Mustangs from past years. Mustangs lead 3-1. Turnover, puck goes back towards the middle of the ice, backhand shot, and a big save as they got the puck backhand shot, and it looked like Cambria made the save. Shot was taken by, well, that's the confusion. It's Mason Manick is listed as 10 and 11. Whoever number 11 is took the shot. Fitz gets the puck. He skates towards the right side. They'll bounce one across as Yeti spread the ice. Bolnick bounced it across. Fitz surveys. Puck goes back off the end boards. Mustangs get it off the wall towards Miko Brown, who's got good size. They'll nudge it ahead as Luke Hall, number 55. He was pretty good in the summer camp for the Mustangs a couple years ago. Puck is taken back by Liam Waugh. Waugh scored the first goal for the Mustangs, the first of 3 goals as the Mustangs get it back towards Luke Hall. Hall does a pretty good job in the face-off circle. He gets it back up top left point, and that shot goes wide as we believe that shot was taken by Joey Buzetta, number 5, who's got a folded up back of his jersey. Mustangs get checked off the puck as it goes back to neutral ice. 2-on-2 Mustangs will skate back towards their own blue line and spread the ice. Mustangs, very well organized team. Hall gets cut off as Yeti will come up with the puck. Reagan Russ, number 18, out there for the Yeti, sporting long hair as puck goes back towards the left circle. Mustangs gather it. Gunnar Sorn score. Gaber Sorn fire towards now. It gets waved off. Goaltender gets knocked down. Goal's immediately waved off.
All right, replay on that. Was there a penalty?
Gaber's goaltender. Well, the net was off its moorings.
Yeah, that it was. Yeah, they're working on that now.
That's happened a couple times here tonight. That's why there was no goal. The good pressure put on by the Mustangs in the offensive zone. Faceoff's going to come back to neutral ice. And the draw is won by the Mustangs. A little bit less than 12 minutes left in this second period. I think they're going to play just 2 periods. This will be the final frame. Mustangs lead 3-1. And if I recall, I'm not sure we've had a goal so far in this period.
Yep, nope. I think we're...
Jack Squibbs, number 4, has the puck for the Mustangs. Gets up top. Now towards the left circle. Centering pass shot. And that one ricochets. And now Dylan Fitz gathers it. Fitz racing to the offensive zone. Skates towards the left circle. Fitz backhand shot and goes high and wide off the protective netting. Fitz gets the puck back and loses it. Mustangs will nudge it ahead. Gathering the puck is Liam Sheward. Sheward skates in righty shot. A score! Liam Sheward extends the Mustangs lead. And the Mustangs are going to row the boat gently down the stream. I don't think the Mustangs are going to try that goal celebration during the regular season. But it's certainly works great in an event like this.
It's the time to do it.
And I got to imagine they practiced that. They probably spent 10 minutes after practice. Okay, when we score, that's what we're going to do. So Sheward gets to the goal, converting on the breakaway, and it's 4-1 Mustangs. 11 minutes on a moving clock here in this second period. Ben Cohn, number 16, out on the ice for Yeti as the puck goes back towards center ice. Now nudges ahead. Cohn's got the puck, skates towards the right circle. He tried to get to Manick. It's glanced by Mustang stick. Now Manick gets the puck back. Mason Manick had 8 fighting majors his full year with the Grizzlies back in the 2022-23 season. Shot is blocked away by the Mustangs goaltender. Manick gets it back, skates towards the left circle. Fans on a righty shot. Mustangs come up with it. Junior Mustangs move it ahead. Sheward has scored the last goal. Skates towards the right circle. He tried to center it out in front. Looking for Jack Squibbs, but it bounces away. Squibbs couldn't quite locate it. Now he tried to get it back to Sheward. It glanced off of his skate. As Manick gets the puck, he'll drop it off. Yeti back in neutral ice. Skating towards center ice. Now left wing pass. Goes tape to tape with Thomas Rupp. Rupp towards the middle of the ice. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by the Mustangs. As Manick lets the Mustangs gather it. 2-on-1 as the Mustangs get the puck. Caleb Bendel, shot, save. Now the puck goes back towards the right side. Cam Keene has the right side, take a righty shot. And that one's saved away again. Puck's still alive as James Russin moves it back towards the far wing wall. Russin scored a goal here tonight. That's the only goal for the Yeti. As Manick, he'll fire a shot. It's a crossbar. Boy, Manick had a pretty good look, but just fired it a little bit high and wide. Boy, Manick didn't miss one by much. The last couple of years, fans and maybe even some of his family goes wide. Cam Keene gets the puck. He'll throw it behind his net. Mustangs will hustle after along the far wing wall. Now they're moving out to center ice. 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-3. Mustangs step over the offensive line as the junior Mustangs get it back towards the right side. Dancing back and forth is Billy Jacobson Cooch. He's already got a goal tonight. As he'll skate towards the right side, being double teamed. Coach will drop it off. Burns with it. I tried to center it out in front. It glanced up the stick of James Russin. Russin's been one of the more active members of the Yeti. Long range feed, and that goes all the way out. Zach Priest will run it down. The goaltender out of his net will feather it across along the far wing wall. Efforts will move it ahead. 2-on-2 Mustangs over the zone as Bendel drops it off in the left side. Lefty shot, save, and they hold on with 8:02 left in the period. Looks like the sun is finally set.
Yeah.
And so the lights in the arena have taken full effect. Looks like Grisby, the Utah Grizzlies mascot's dancing back and forth. Actually, looks like Grisby's lost some weight this summer. Obviously in hibernation, isn't eating much food. Good to see Grisby back in full shape. Grisby a little bit more rotund. Sunny pass, shot, a score! That looked like Liam Van Valkenburg, number 11. And he knocks down Efforts with the goal celebration. Also knocks down another Mustang. Liam Van Valkenburg finds the back of the net, and it's 5-1 Mustangs.
Good teamwork on that play.
Mustangs have been a pretty good passing club year in and year out. We got to fight! As Efforts is going to get in a fight with Jack Wallace. Wallace for the Eddie. Efforts and Wallace throw some punches back and forth. More body pulls than anything else. As Wallace tracks down Efforts. And the linesmen step in. Jack Wallace and Caden Efforts. Efforts with the Mustangs. They drop the gloves. Efforts, a returning Mustang with a name on the back of his jersey. By the time we get towards the opener, every Mustang will have the name on the back of their red sweater. So penalties offset. Looks like Diamond Hands telling a story with Craig Peterson in the penalty box. Now we're down to 3 officials as Peterson continues the conversation with Diamond Hands. It looks like it's a fun and friendly conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Peterson was actually wearing some multicolored sunglasses when he was out there, but it looks like he's taking the sunglasses off to continue his conversation, to maybe get a better look at the eyes of Diamond Hands. Dusty Campbell tried to center it. It went all the way towards the goaltender for a save. 7:20 on a moving clock here in the second period. Mustangs lead 5-1. Long range feed goes tape to tape. Efforts gets it. Fresh off a fight. He'll take a lefty shot, and that one's saved. I think Efforts has a goal. He has a fight, and if he has an assist, he's got a Gordie Allen hat trick. Long range feed. Maz back towards the middle of the ice. Mustangs goaltender falls down. Score! Jack Wallace adds a goal to his name. Remember, he got in the fight with Efforts. Now Wallace gets a goal, and it's now 5-2. Jack Wallace.
Got a number on that one?
Yeah, 5 Wallace. As Cole Chapman asks who scored the goal, and it was a breakaway with Jack Wallace scoring. Out towards center ice, Campbell cuts off a Mustang. We'll see if the Yeti come away with a comeback bid here. And I think Yeti probably sounds a little bit more than Yetis. You probably could use Yetis, but they're talking it over. I think a lot of the local podcasts were mentioning, do you name it Yeti or do you name it Yetis? And it was probably going to be named Yeti, but a lot of people would probably say Yetis. Right wing lefty shot, and that's blocked away. Puck in the crease. That is in the back of the net. I think a Mustang, based on the reaction, might have scored the goal. Campbell was in the area. He skates to the bench first. Now there was a bit of a scramble play there in the crease. What do you think? The Mustangs kind of looked at each other as if they knocked it in their own net.
I tried to run the replay on it. That's what it looked like. I caught it a little late.
Now the Mustangs come back and score. Well, just like that, Mustangs get back on the board. And it looks like we got a selfie. We got a selfie with a stick as Nico Brown finds the back of the net. And Brown using his glove as a foam. And 84.
Almost too easy.
That was a beautiful move by Brown. Got the goalie off balance and just slid it past the left pad. So the score is all sorts of. Well, they got 6-4 with the Mustangs lead. I don't recall the Yeti score, and I think Yeti might have 3. Now the Mustangs
3, yeah, I've
come
got
back
3.
up towards the right side. Backhand shot, save. Puck goes back towards
that's it.
Liam Watt, and that's a shot to score. Well, we've seen some good goals here. Let's see if they got another celebration in store. This one might be a little bit more basic. So now it's 7-3, I believe. The scoreboard got it at 7-4.
I think that the scorekeeper may be related to someone on the Yetis. Might be trying to give him a little bit of.
That might be.
Stadium.
There might be a little bit of a. Let's keep things interesting. Just every now and then add a goal to the team that's trailing, and then who knows? I mean, we saw a miraculous comeback towards the end of the last game.
Yeah.
As the Jackrabbits had a 6-4 lead, and then somehow Ice Kings scored 2 goals in, I believe, 11 seconds, and then let the Ice Kings put together some other great bids to try to win it 7-6 in regulation. Then both goaltenders just stood on their head in overtime.
Yeah.
We saw some great hockey there in the overtime session, then went to a shootout, and Jackrabbits ended up coming out in front. Puck towards the left point as Jack Squids gets it. Mustangs in the offensive zone. Puck towards center ice, trying to get their way through traffic as they slide it back towards Taylor Butt, number 73. As Butt gets it towards Gaber Sorn. Shot goes wide. Sorn wearing number 77 for the Mustangs. As now the puck's over in the left circle. They get it up top to Cam Keene. Puck bounces over his stick. King hustles after it. He gets it taken away. As Yeti skate in. Righty shot and the net gets dislodged. Goaltender makes a save. I think that's Cambria. And a fan yells he kicked the net off. So they think there should be a penalty, but Cambria says, I'm innocent.
Let's see. It was not intentional. Running the replay.
They say it's not intentional. Goaltender having a good time. Everybody having a good time here tonight. I actually have seen scenarios, though, where a goaltender does knock off his net on purpose.
Yeah.
And then they look back like, what, me? I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Look at the ice conditions. Of course it came off. I've actually seen penalties called from goaltenders for knocking it off intentionally. They get a warning first, then they do it again. There's a goaltender for the Rapid City Rush named Adam Carlson, who is known for kicking his net open. Breakaway? Well, shot. The net's off, so forget about the breakaway. Blow the whistle.
It's especially entertaining when you get, the NHL style, NCAA style, even some of the junior teams where the net is secure. They've got to hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, you got to really make some effort to pull that thing open. Centering pass, backhand shot. Good save by the Eddie goaltender. Dylan Fitz gets the puck. He'll skate towards neutral ice as Yeti cross center ice. Puck bounces off a stick. It's regathered by Madeline Kristoff. As she'll lose the puck. Kristoff's out on the ice as long-range feed. And that goes tape to Cooch. Billy Jacobson Cooch to the right side. Centering pass shot. And a save as whistle blows. 3:22 on a moving clock here in the second period. As he scores the Mustangs 7 and the Yeti 3. Yeti's university affiliation is Utah State. A little bit of a rivalry there with the Mustangs playing in Ogden and Utah State out in Logan, not that far away. Yeti, skate in, backhand shot save. That was Thomas Rupp, number 17. Now another shot towards the net. Mustangs will skate back towards our blue line. Long range feed bounces up one stick onto another at the Yeti line. As Yeti trying to come up with it. Mustangs skate towards the left circle. Center pass, lefty shot. And that one is sticked away by Reagan Rust. Now back towards the left side. Yeti skate in. They try to center it out in front towards Manick. It goes wide.
Nobody home.
2.5 minutes left in the period. 7-3 Mustangs. Back towards Jacobson Cooch. He's been a star so far for the Mustangs. He's going to have a big year. Efforts. Throws it towards the right side as Blake Poet gets it. Couet. Now the Yeti skate towards the right side. Righty shot, and that's blocked away. Bouncing puck towards the near circle. Efforts to nudge it ahead as Mustangs skate towards center ice. Van Valkenburg has got a goal. They throw it towards the middle of the ice. Mustangs score. I think that's Braden Kerr. Kerr was a standout on the microphone, and he slides a neutral ice and does some push-ups with his stick. Not only can he sing, but he can also play hockey, and it's now 8-3. You know, we've seen some good performances tonight, but Braden Kerr on the microphone, I wasn't even sure if he knew the words to Careless Whisper. Not only did he do a few laps, but he sung spectacularly.
Oh, he nailed it.
You could tell he'd heard the song many times because he was in tune.
Oh, he enjoyed it. That was something.
He's got a future ahead of him. He's probably got a Grammy or two in his future. He may not know it now, but I think he unlocked some potential here tonight.
You know, there might be a niche market with, you know, singers on ice.
Well, I think there's certainly a future there. Manick trips over the blue line. Oh, they're going to call a penalty as they bail out Mason Manick. A penalty is going to be called on the Mustangs. I thought he tripped over the blue line, but the officials say that there was a stick, and the penalty is going to be on Liam Van Valkenburg. Van Valkenburg, let's see, it goes towards the green, and Craig Peterson. Peterson wants to see if something
still moving
here. Petey is nicknamed, Craig Peterson. And what's it going to be? It's whatever Craig Peterson wants, apparently.
Yeah.
He's got to use the other hand stick.
So if he's a righty, he has to carry a lefty.
Yep. It looks like he's got trying to look at the curve there. It looks like he was a lefty, now he's a righty. And now he's got to take a face-off with the opposite hand. This is like when the Yeti have pulled their goaltender. Fitz enters the ice, 6-on-5 with an empty net. Mason Manick fires, goes wide. As Mustangs with an 8-3 lead, less than a minute left, and there's an empty net. And now everybody's off the bench for Yeti as Fitz fires away. The benches have cleared for Team Green. It is like 50. Mustangs clear it out. Manick runs it down. 20 seconds left. It's Johnny Holstaff on the ice for the Mustangs. Everybody is out there. Dusty Campbell, who wasn't even with the Yeti to begin the game, to begin the night, he was with the Ice Kings. They fire towards the net. Mustangs make the save. 2 seconds left.
He's just going away
headed towards the left side. And time runs out. Your Mustangs come away with an 8-3 victory. The officials very liberal there and making sure not to call too many men on the ice penalty.
I think they needed the advantage, if I'm honest.
If they would have called the penalty on each extra player, we'd be spinning the wheel all night.
Well, whole bar night full of karaoke.
That's
we're
right.
We're gonna take a little bit of an intermission, and then we're gonna do a championship game between the two winning teams.
That's gonna be a ton of fun.
So they're gonna come out and they're gonna treat the ice. Then we'll come back and we'll see the Mustangs join. It's been a long night. Who won the last game?
I think the Jackrabbits might have.
I think so. Wait. Yes, the Jackrabbits. Yeah, because we had them favored, and yeah, they pulled that one out.
So Jackrabbits and Junior Mustangs. That would be a fun game.
Yep. All right, so I will turn on my own music so I don't get hit with.
Hey, you've got an outstanding playlist there.
We've got an Ultimate Goalie Showdown theme song. Let's see if we can get that queued up.
That'll be a quick turnaround for the Junior Mustangs. They skate off the ice, and they're going to have to skate right back on. So there might be a little bit of an advantage for the team that won the first game.
A little bit
They get a little
of
bit of
rest. Yeah.
But as they probably say with the Junior Mustangs, they've got those young legs. They can skate forever.
All right, we will be back. I'm gonna go ahead and mute our mics so we can catch our breath and grab a drink of water, hydrate a little bit. We'll I'll keep the live stream running, so stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
play.
All right, we're live. They snuck up on us. I was waiting for some popping circumstance or something.
They're going to go pretty quickly as championship game, the Ultimate Goalie Showdown, as we got the Mustangs taking on the Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits won 7-6 in a shootout, and the Mustangs got an 8-3 victory over Yeti. As Neil Shea, who's got an AHL contract with the Colorado Eagles for next year. He had a contract last year. Puck goes up top, long-haired guy with a cutoff jeans. He's now got knee pads over to Shea right side. Shea skates around the Ogden Mustangs net. Mustangs changed jerseys. They're now wearing a white jersey, so we get to see their other jerseys, red numbers and red lettering in the back for those returning Mustangs. Efforts among them. He had a good game. Caden Efforts did last game. As the Mustangs have a glance off a stick, that's Liam Van Valkenburg, who scored a goal. As the goaltender for the Jackrabbits delivers a hit and recovers towards the net.
Only in UGS would you see that.
That's right. And it's not a penalty.
Yep.
Scrum over towards the far corner. Mustangs come up with it as they get it towards Efforts just outside the right circle. Now he skates into the circle. Makes a fake on one defender. He'll take a lefty shot. It's a rebound shot. And it goes just wide on the second attempt.
Now, I just noticed there's a bucket in the net.
Yeah, the bucket in the net. I'm not sure if that's where the spare pucks are or if that might just stay there the whole game. I'm not.
I don't know. I don't remember it being there earlier.
Goaltender probably had some dinner, and that's probably stashed in there. I don't know. Have some popcorn. Now one of the officials spots the bucket, and the bucket, I think, is going to be out of play here pretty soon.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he's taking it away.
Action in the Mustang zone. And as the puck goes back towards the left side, Jacob has it. Shot. That one's knocked away as the Mustangs have numbers. 4-on-2. Mustangs right side. Lefty shot by Liam Waugh goes wide. Puck back towards center ice, and it's run down by Luke Hall. Hall can do a pretty good job in the face-off circle. Can be a little bit of a power forward of sorts for the Mustangs. Hall gets the puck just outside the Jackrabbits line, and he dumps it in. Goalie out of his crease once again as he'll drop it for a teammate. Puck goes back towards center ice. Jackrabbits cross the center red, and they get it towards Oliver Kraft, number 20. Kraft, if I remember right, got a goal in the shootout, and that's why the Jackrabbits are playing right now. He was the hero. As towards the right side, siren pass is cut off by the goaltender, who's already had a very active game just under 3 minutes in. And the bucket is now out of play. That was in the net.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be something that Jackrabbits were going to just start throwing out random pucks.
Hey, that would be another interesting dynamic. We've seen karaoke, so it's certainly a possibility. Liam Waugh skates over. Siren pass. Oh, it looked like one too many passes for the Mustangs. And Dikembe Mutombo would be impressed with a block shot. Now we got a penalty. Mustangs might get called with too many on the ice.
Replaying that block. Pass, block.
They spin the wheel.
Where is the wheel? I missed it.
The wheel is right next to me.
Okay.
So a free penalty shot appears to be the penalty. That's what it is. And taking the penalty shots, Gian Corey. He scored 2 goals in the last game. Corey skates in, and that one's blocked away. He tried to go 5-hole, but was denied by, I believe, Gavin Morris, number 30.
Great block.
Boy, Corey's been a star for the Jackrabbits. He's got a University of Utah helmet, so he's either a current Ute or he's a former Ute. And if you don't live in the state of Utah, you'll hear a lot of people ask, well, what is a Ute? Well, it's a tribe in the state, that kind of centers in the state of Utah. Taking the puck once again is Dusty Campbell. He has played for just about every team today. He played for the Ice Kings in the first game, Yeti in the second game, and now Dusty Campbell is playing for the Jackrabbits. He's in a blue jersey. He's played in all 3 games. Campbell has the puck. No doubt he's got to be exhausted. Either that or he's in outstanding shape. He'll move it ahead as Jackrabbits are in the offensive zone.
I don't know. Some of the way these guys train, he may just be that.
It's unbelievable to see the endurance of a hockey player. You get, especially in the middle of the season, the endurance that they have, especially if they play games in back-to-back days, and in some leagues, games in 3 straight days. Now they can even muster skating. A shot at the Michigan is sticked away as, remember, the Mustangs was trying to get fancy there, trying to get a highlight goal, and that was Logan Lambrick, who's looking for the Michigan. Shot's blocked away as puck up ahead. That's picked off. Dusty Campbell has it, 15 in blue. As he'll toss it as Ryan Beckman gets the puck. He gets towards the net, and that's sticked away. A member of the team in green, James Russin, looks like he's going to play for the Jackrabbits. And so we got Campbell in a blue jersey who played for a different team. Now James Russin, who played for Yeti, looks like he's now playing for the Jackrabbits as well. Burns gets the puck. He'll skate towards the right circle as Campbell sticks it away. Burns gets it back. Now Burns battles with Campbell. Now it goes back over. As taking the puck is Gabriel Sorm. He fires towards the net. Save and a stoppage of play here. Whistle blows with 7:27 on a moving clock. First period. Looks like a 15-minute running clock for each period. First game kind of ran a little bit long, and then obviously the brilliant karaoke performance by Braden Kerr. So
totally worth it. Totally worth it.
It was absolutely worth it. That was the performance of the night, performance of the week, and really when things stand out here at the ice sheet, might even be the performance of the century.
Yeah.
He's a rising star. He might be on America's Got Talent. You know, whatever version of American Idol we got now, Braden Kerr might be involved in some way, shape, or form. Siren pass, save, and the whistle blows. Boy, nice centering pass out in front to Gaber Sorn. He's had a couple good scoring chances recently, and Sorn was denied, and we're still scoreless.
This is his audition tape. That's what they'll do.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This tape is going to go viral. It's going to get millions of views, and he's going to be a rising star. And so that when he wins a couple of Grammys, hopefully he just remembers us along the way and puts us in his acceptance speech.
Yeah, give us a little shout out.
Puck goes all the way deep in the Mustang zone as they throw it around their net. I believe that might be Gavin Morris in net. Morris and Frank Cambria are the 2 goaltenders for the Mustangs. Now the junior Mustangs get it up ahead as Liam Short bounces off a skate. Run down towards the Jackrabbit zone. Ryan Beckman, number 7. So throw it back towards the goaltender. Gooby's out there wearing number 6. Gooby had a couple good scoring chances in the first game. As the puck goes back and outletted out to center ice, and it's going to wobble all the way down, but it's redirected at center ice, so no icing. As Morris, he'll bounce when it's picked up by Neil Shea. Short the net. Morris makes an outstanding save.
Great reaction.
Boy, he recovered nicely. Neil Shea fired towards the net, had plenty on a lefty wrist shot. As Shea Feathers went out in front, it goes wide. Now Sarian passes. They were looking for a cutter out in front, and that one misses the net. Kelly Quile out there wearing number 19, trying to get the centering pass. As now Neil Shea gets it like a bolt of lightning into the offensive zone. Skates towards the left circle. He'll take a shot. It's sticked away by Morris. Shea runs it down. He's got outstanding speed. He'll throw it back to our long-haired friend at center ice, sporting a camera on the top of his helmet and a bit of a mustache. Looked like it's grown into a full beard.
Oh, it's a Fu Manchu.
Oh, so we got multiple Fu Manchus on the Jackrabbit.
Yep,
We got him with a Fu Manchu and Diamond Hands. Daniel Amesbury as well. Jackrabbits have the puck dancing around as Jacob has the puck wearing number 8. That's the only name that's listed. He goes, like Ichiro goes by Ichiro, and some of those soccer stars, Jacob goes by Jacob. Mustangs loft it towards the Jackrabbits line. Efforts as a glance off his stick. Puck towards the left side. That's brushed away. Michael Wolf, number 16, overskates it. Now Wolf overskates it again and again as the Jackrabbits come up with it. They enter the offensive zone. Wolf cuts towards the net. Starting pass intended for Wolf. Goes wide of the mark. Long-haired guy fires towards the side of the net. Now it goes back towards, we actually got the 2 long-haired guys both out there at the same time. They're like our version of the Hanson brothers. Back towards the left side, Siren pass, and that one sticked away. Oh, the goaltender standing on his head for the Jackrabbits in this first period. As we played about 9 minutes And there's still no score. Puck goes back to one of the members. We got to come up with a nickname for these guys. It's outstanding. We don't know their names because we don't have a jersey number, but they've been outstanding here so far. Mustangs come up with it. They're deep in their own zone, skating from left to right as we see it. And the Mustangs now spread the ice. Rink-wide feed. That goes tape to tape. Braden Kerr, the singing star. And as that one glances off the stick, Kerr wearing number 2. As puck goes back towards the near side. In the first game, Jack Skilly had a hat trick, scoring 3 goals. Gian Corey scored 2 goals for the Jackrabbits to lead the way as the Jackrabbits spread the ice. As he glances off a long-haired person, it flies out of play into row 2. And the puck bounces, and let's see, Hit's going to come away with a souvenir of sorts. They're still looking for the puck. The 3-person battle. Now it looks like a little girl's come away with the game puck. She wonders if she gives it to somebody on the ice, but I think she can keep it.
Hang on to that.
With her.
It's signed afterwards.
Puck back to Neutrice as they get away with the trip. I think the officials are going to let them play a little bit more in this game. Slot, righty shot, and that one's saved. Braden Kerr took the shot. But the goaltender for the Jackrabbits so far has been absolutely outstanding. The 2 goalies on the Jackrabbits roster are Garrett Fuller and Bronson Moore. Faceoff's going to be in the right circle. Luke Hall will take the draw for the Mustangs. Zach Gloria, number 13, will take it for the Jackrabbits. Puck goes towards the middle of the ice. Hall battles back with Gian Corey, who lost his stick. Now back in the offensive zone toward the Jackrabbits. As Zach Gloria, number 13, as he's got a red helmet. Puck up ahead. Mustangs get cut off. Now taking it is Miko Brown. Brown played well in the first game. He's got good size. As the Mustangs trying to force it towards the middle of the ice. And it's Sky deep in the Mustang zone. Bouncing puck. This crowd in front of the crease. And now the Mustangs hold on to it back behind their own net. Puck bounces off the near wing wall as they're looking to find Liam Waugh. Now the Mustangs get back to center ice. Waugh collects it. He's in the left wing. He'll nudge it ahead towards Brown. Brown gets back checked. Brown gets it back over in the left corner. Miko Brown's got pretty good size. One of the bigger players on the Mustangs club. He'll skate towards the left point and drop it off. Now the puck goes back to center ice as Blake Coet, C-O-U-E-T, gets to the right side. Burns back towards the high slot. And a lefty shot. It's ricocheted off a stick out of play. That was Billy Jacobson-Cooch, who took the shot number 21 for the junior Mustangs. He's going to have an outstanding year for the Mustangs this upcoming season. As out towards center ice, Neil Shea enters, skates down the middle of the ice, gets around one Mustang, now a second Mustang. He'll take a lefty shot and it goes wide. He tried to go stick side on the goaltender. Now Shea gets it back. They'll skate towards the left lane now, dropping off in the high slot as Kevin Norwood is up top. Norwood gets the puck. He'll guide it towards his right as the Mustangs get it, or the Jackrabbits get it back towards Shea, who skates towards the right point. He'll drop it off now towards the net, and that one's blocked away as they tried to find the big guy out in front. And that was Diamond Hands wearing number 9. Diamond Hands, you can find him out in front of the net most of the time in the offensive zone, and that's where he likes to hang out. Diamond Hands overskates the puck as the Jackrabbits get it back. Right side lefty shot saved by the Mustangs, and they hold on. I think that was Gian Corey, number 11, who had the scoring chance. Corey had 2 goals in the Jackrabbits' victory over the Ice Kings.
A little bit of nudging at the end. That was just, friendly nudges.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's when you could tell the competitive spirits are starting to rise a little bit. When it comes to the Mustangs and comes to the Jackrabbits, I think at the end of the day, they want to win.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, there are 2 trophies. And
Shot hard, that one's saved by Morris.
You don't want
Nice
the
goal
second place trophy.
Well, I mean, that's all the incentive you need. You got to make sure you get that first place trophy.
Yeah.
What exactly is the second place trophy?
All I know is you don't want it. I haven't seen it. I saw it. It was in a box. I don't know that they've shown anybody yet. So
It's definitely something you don't want.
That's what I was told. Yeah. So
Dusty Campbell fires towards an ace play with 3 different teams here tonight. Mustangs. Now Campbell gets it back left side. Not much of a shooting angle, though, as the Mustangs have really been active with their sticks here in this first period. So basically, you know, first place going to get a great trophy, and second place, well, you get what you get.
Yep.
They tried to find Campbell out in front. It goes wide. Mustangs race out to center ice as Jack Squibbs, wearing number 4, overskates it. Less than half a minute left, first period. As Campbell will move it towards the middle of the ice. As Jackrabbits race down the middle. Keene looking for a poke check, keeping the puck and firing a backhand shot that's saved away. As that shot was taken by number 2, Kenny Buchanan. As puck slides back to neutral ice. Campbell races after it, and that will do it for the first period. Really was dominated by good defense and good goaltending work on both sides, especially the Jackrabbits goaltender. And we're still scoreless after 1. Gotta imagine at some point fatigue's gonna set in on both sides. A lot of deep breaths and a lot of sticks on knees.
It's setting in on my side.
I'm a little bit tired, and I'm just standing here watching it. I can't imagine the endurance that they've got to have. And if you think about a goaltender's equipment for a little bit, I heard some goalies say that they lose like 10 pounds a game, just based on all the equipment and how much you sweat, how much, you know, you talk about that equipment, and, you know, once you put it on, first thing I think about is just how heavy it can be.
Yeah.
And then as the game progresses, it feels like it gets heavier and heavier, just as you're losing fluids throughout the game. Dusty Campbell gets the puck. It's his 3rd separate game. He's played for 3 different teams. If he doesn't win the trophy, he's going to be a little bit disappointed. He gets up top as it glanced up the stick of Raymond Brusco, number 14. Running it down is James Russon, who was a member of the Yeti, and now he's looking for a championship with the Jackrabbits. Russell dropping off for Campbell as Jackrabbits negotiate their way to center ice. Now they step over the offensive line. Campbell comes off for a change as Kenny Buchanan, number 2, gets it taken away. Puck slides towards center ice. Buchanan tries to shield the Mustangs from the puck. Now another Mustang gets it, and skating is Liam Sheward. Sheward loses the puck as Jackrabbits get out towards center ice. Mustangs get back defensively. But Mustangs been a pretty disciplined team, and you could tell everybody at neutral ice just taking up a lane and kind of just clogging the middle of the ice. Boy, the Mustangs been well coached with Kenny Orlando at the helm. Long range feed connects to King. King can't get around the stick of Raymond Brusco, number 14 in red. Dancing around is our good friend. One of 2 guys sporting kind of an unusual looking hockey outfit, although I can imagine a minor league team using that as a specialty jersey and winning a league award for it. 2-on-1 Efforts as the stick goes flying towards Efforts. Efforts with a shot and it's saved away. As guy with the long hair, centering pass, that goes out in front. The problem is they both have long hair, and it's tough to distinguish the two.
Yeah.
One guy's got a little bit more of a teal and orange look, like it's the San Diego Gulls, and the other guy's kind of got Golden Knights colors towards his outfit.
Well, generally, one wears a helmet and the other one wears a cowboy hat. And
right now, one's got a camera on top of his head and one doesn't. Back at center ice, Mustangs in control of the puck. As we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Still no score. Mustangs left side shot. And that one's saved and covered up. Boy, the goaltending for the Jackrabbits has been solid here in this game. Up ahead, the guy without the camera. And the Golden Knights colors, he lets it go. As the Jackrabbits reshuffle the deck and make a line change. 2.5 minutes are left. Still no score. We saw a lot more scoring in each of the first 2 games. Now defense is settled in. Efforts with the puck. Gets around one skater. Efforts iron pass. Shot goes just wide. Boy, Efforts was finding a cutter out in front. Luke Hall almost put it away. He missed the net glove side. Now the Jackrabbits come back the other way. Siren pass. Shot. And a seen some outstanding stumps tonight. That might be the best of them all. 2 minutes on a moving clock, and that was highway robbery at its finest. I think that's a felony in 7 states. Utah might be one of them.
If not, it should be.
He'd get locked up for a long time if he did that out in the street. Mustangs come out with the puck as it goes to center ice. Racing after it and getting is Miko Brown. As Brown skates towards the left side. As he'll move it towards the middle of the ice. Mustangs starting pass, shot, save, rebound, shot. That one saved as well. As in front of the crease, it's covered up. Few people hanging out towards the penalty box area. I think I see Swaggy P. See a couple others. It's kind of tough for that Ice Kings team as they're hanging around. And after the game, we're going to have a bit of a meet and greet as everybody can meet their favorite players from every team here tonight. We've seen a lot of fun ones. It was fun to see Swaggy P in that first game for the Ice Kings. You talk about skill level. It was off the charts with him. Right side lefty shot, and that's blocked. And shot was taken by Logan Lambrick. Mustangs get it back up top. Lambrick wants it in the right circle, but the puck goes back to center ice as a Jackrabbit lost their stick. Now Miko Brown gets it. He skates towards the left circle. Brown looking for a centering pass that goes just wide as he was trying to find a cutting Blake Coed in front of the net.
We're down to 30 seconds.
By less than half a minute left in the second period. Still looking for the game's first goal. Mustangs in the offensive zone. They force it towards the crease. Shot, save, rebound shot. Everybody's hacking away. And Mustangs don't celebrate, so it looks like a save is made as the whistle blows.
I think that's going to run the clock.
Yeah, it looks like the time's going to run out. 5, 4, and that will do it. It looks like we're going to go straight to a shootout. So we have a shootout here to determine the winner. Both teams might have looked like they were running a little bit low on petrol, a little bit low on gas. No penalties in the second game.
Yeah, I was looking for some more karaoke.
Maybe we'll have some karaoke next time with the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. I that's karaoke and the spinning wheel. It's about as interesting a thing as I've seen. I think it's the first game I've ever seen with a spinning wheel. But I think I saw it in the last game in Arizona as well. So looks like we have 3 shooters.
Okay.
We're just going to have, well, let's see. For the red team, they've got 3 guys. They might try to end this thing in overtime.
Oh, we're doing overtime again.
Cole Chapman, our PA announcer, said a shootout, but let's see if we can get 3 minutes of overtime here.
Hold on, guys.
Jacob's taking the draw. He's got Neil Shea out there. Watch out for Shea. He scored 2 overtime game winners for the Grizzlies last year, including one that was 9 seconds into overtime. Mustangs get the puck right side. Shot, glove, save. Boy, what a stop. It looked like that one might have gone a little bit wide had it not been gloved, but save is made. Draw is going to be in the Mustangs offensive zone. Luke Hall will take the draw. He's out there with Logan Lambrick. And Jack Squibbs wearing number 4. Jackrabbits win the faceoff. They get it to Shea on the left side. Shea dances back and forth, stops in the slot. He fires towards the net, didn't get much on it. It was blocked away by a Mustang. And the goaltender Cambria covers up. 2:15 on the moving clock here in overtime. Mustangs will make a line change, or they'll at least get 2 fresh skaters on the ice. As Caleb Bendel enters the ice. Braden Kerr is also out there as well, our singing sensation. Jackrabbits win the draw, scoreless in overtime. Neil Shea gets it. Stops on the right side. Spins around towards the far goal line. He'll drop it off. As dancing around is Jacob. Jacob, that's the only thing we know about him. He skates behind the net. Jacob back behind the net surveys. As he'll throw it towards the middle of the ice. It's picked off. Mustangs have a 3-on-0. Bendel gets the puck. He skates down the middle. He'll backhand. Like he just missed it. As the goaltender sprawled towards his right to make a save. He lost his stick. Shea gets it. 1.5 left in overtime. He'll get it to the right side. Righty shot. That one's saved away by Cambria. As the Jackrabbits try to get towards Jacob. Jacob collides with a Mustang. Now Jacob towards the left side gets held up by a Mustang and Lambrick. As Lambrick comes up with the puck.
The ref got hit.
Campbell enters. Hey, it's a tough job if you're a referee in hockey, maybe more than any other sport. Dusty Campbell, third different team he's played on, skates down the middle. And so fake it to Shea. Campbell towards the near goal line, stops behind the net. Thought about doing the Michigan. Instead, leaves it for Shea. Neil Shea towards the right side. He's being shadowed. Shea towards the far goal line. Now skates around the net. Shea dangles the puck back and forth. Now he gets it towards Campbell on the right side. Campbell dances around in the right circle. Now he drops it back for Shea. Half a minute left in overtime. Shea skates towards the right side to the left. He shot and goes wide as the bounce off the protective netting. Shea gets it back. Shea gets it to Campbell at the near goal line. Campbell fires towards the net. Saved by Canberra. Everybody hacking away. Mustangs come up with it. 20 seconds left in overtime. As taking the puck, Nico Brown, number 84, stopped behind the net. He gets it taken away. 10 seconds left. Then the Jackrabbits have one last chance. Racing across the ice. Gian Corey gets it. Stops. Corey used to play with the University of Utah. Might play for them now. 2 seconds left. He uses it. Loses it. Burns gets it, and time runs out.
Now I think we go to a shootout.
I think we now have the shootouts. Second straight overtime session we've had here tonight where we don't have a winner in overtime. I thought Neil Shea was going to get it at one point. Gian Corey had a pretty good look for the Jackrabbits as well.
A lot of really good opportunities.
Neither team was able to find the back of the net. You could say that the goaltenders on both sides have been the star here in this championship game. A lot of people hanging out in the bench for the team in red. Fans take up a Let's Go Mustangs chant. What a fun night we've had here at the ice sheet. First shooter for the Mustangs is going to be Caleb Bendel. Bendel takes the puck. He skates towards the left wing. Bendel now down the middle of the ice. Stops. He'll skate and shot the score. Caleb Bendel stopped on a dime and fired a backhand shot to get the Mustangs on the board here in the shootout. Shooting for the Jackrabbits is Oliver Kraft. He got the game winner in the shootout. It takes a shot saved by the Mustangs. Boy, Kraft was the hero last game. Comes up empty this time. Second shooter for the Mustangs is Yuri Duda. Duda takes the puck, skates towards the right side. Duda down the middle, take a lefty shot, he scores! Yuri Duda gets the second goal for the Mustangs. Now let's see who shoots for the Jackrabbits. It's number 2, Kenny Buchanan. Buchanan gets the puck, fumbles it, gets it back. Buchanan down the middle of the ice. And he gets a single by Canberra, and the Mustangs win. The Mustangs win on their home ice as they're the champions, and the Mustangs are going crazy as they get a victory over the Jackrabbits 2-0 in the shootout. All right, what a fun game this was, and for the Mustangs, they celebrate victoriously as they come away with a victory over a good Jackrabbits team. And we get a ceremonial handshake line here at center ice. You know, one of the things we've been talking about throughout the night is the hockey family. And obviously with what seems to be an ever-extending hockey family here in the state of Utah, we all had a lot of fun here tonight for the ultimate goalie showdown.
A lot of fun as part of the planning and production crew for the ultimate goalie showdown. Want to thank everybody in Ogden and Salt Lake area that's been so welcoming. The Marriott that we're staying at, give them a shout out. They've been really good people all around. The rink.
It's been a ton of fun, and well, it's a pretty fun setup here at the ice sheet, and this is no doubt has been a tremendous success all day long. What else has stood out to you about this event?
It's different. Hockey's already an exciting sport, and it took some of the seriousness and made it goofy and more entertaining, I think. I saw a lot of the younger kids that were in the crowd getting into it.
It certainly was a fun brand of hockey. And, of course, in a setting like this, Mustangs players, during the regular season, you get a little bit more serious. But, of course, a night like tonight, they can express their personalities in a great way.
Yeah, you're not going to see them this season rowboat.
No, they're not going to row the boat much. You're not going to see any karaoke during the course of the game. Now, maybe after the game, if somebody wants to get a microphone and start singing, then I guess it's up to them. You probably aren't going to see that during the game, though, especially after a penalty like we saw tonight. But all in all, this is a fun event. Yeah, I'm certainly thrilled to be here, and hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we do have another one planned in Danbury, Connecticut, actually, next month. So visit the website. Ultimate Goalie Showdown. I forget what it is. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend.
I think it's Ultimate Goalie.
I think it's ultimategoalie.com. Check it out. The event in Danbury, Connecticut is going to be pretty cool. They're planning some fun activities with the local teams out there. Not too dissimilar from this. So,
isn't that the place that had the famous Danbury Trashers team?
That's there may or may not be a tie-in there. That is correct.
That should be a lot of fun. What's the time frame? What's the date of that event?
That one's the end of. I'm going to pull up the website because I'm going to forget. It's the end of next month.
We'll look forward to it at the end of September. Looks like the Mustangs have their gift. It's there
we go. September 27th, Danbury, Connecticut at the Danbury Ice Arena.
We're going to make sure to mark our calendar down for that. That's going to be a fun event just about a month from now in Danbury, Connecticut.
Oh, we got a little fight going on. I'm off camera.
It's Diamond Hands and Liam Van Valkenburg. Diamond Hands, he's quite the known celebrity in the hockey social media world, podcast world. And he's got quite a following. So for a guy like Van Valkenburg, they're probably thinking about it. Van Valkenburg's actually showing whatever tips that Diamond Hands provided, and now he's going to show the rest of his teammates about the tips that he got from Diamond Hands.
Oh yeah. No, when you swing.
This is what you got to do. You got to grab it by the jersey, both hands. You got to grab tight, and then you take off one of the hands and start swinging. It looks like both teams are starting to filter on and off the ice. Hey, once again, it was a ton of fun being here, and the games are fun, and this is certainly a great event. And I know that next month over in Danbury, Connecticut, it's going to be a tremendous success as well.
Yeah. So if you're still watching, and we appreciate you hanging out, watching the championship game, watching the live stream, this will be uploaded. I'll upload the high-def version in case there was any stuttering from the Wi-Fi. Appreciate everybody's time, all the effort that went into this, and the support for the great cause that we're supporting here with mental health. So with that, we'll sign off. I'm Dr. Ben. Thank you. Catch you next time.